Yo, Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farr.
The far side. You ready for the far side?
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
Go.
Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. So let's get to the fun, shall we? The Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
Yeah.
What's happening? Oh, the Dodgers got somebody else.
They did.
Oh, my God.
And look, we've gone like 2 days without signing somebody. We needed to do something.
But we knew we'd get him.
Yeah.
Come
Shame.
on.
Now you're pulling up the Lamborghini.
So, look, he was an all-star last year. He got some Cy Young Award votes.
Oh, my God.
He's,
We're putting the pull in the backyard.
They got him at a pretty good rate, too.
Got
The
an
thing is,
ADU.
it's the Lamborghini that'll sit in the garage.
Oh, my
It's
God.
our Sunday car. We'll drive it on Sunday
Aren't you
afternoon.
embarrassed by this?
Not
This
even
is
a little
crazy.
bit.
Not even a little
Not
bit. Good for
even
you.
a little bit.
Good for you.
DeMarco.
What? Oh, stop.
Rain on me, right? I cannot.
A lot of pressure.
Sure.
Gotta
great.
get it done.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Can't wait.
Yeah, are you ready for the other side?
Can't wait.
Oh, my God.
Can't wait.
What did that?
You got a little bounce in your step today. You feeling good?
Feeling good. I got a question.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to appear insensitive.
Go on.
Because it was a ambulance.
Okay.
An emergency vehicle. Somebody obviously needed help or
Okay.
something. But it is 4:15
This morning?
this morning.
Okay.
Residential.
Ooh,
It's dark.
That's not good.
There's a car that comes by once every 4 or 5 minutes. One. I mean,
Same car?
No. There's just
Oh,
no one on the road.
Copy that. Got it.
No
Got
one
it, got
out
it.
there.
Yeah. Everybody's in bed.
Everybody's in bed. Everybody's asleep. Even the coyotes haven't even gotten up yet. It's early. Okay, so I'm out footing it like I do. I love that time of the morning. Ambulance comes down the road.
Lights on?
Lights on. Full siren.
Okay.
Why?
Because it's an ambulance.
So you're okay. Now I understand. So you're saying, look, you could actually go through the neighborhood quietly. You're not gonna because you don't need the lights and sirens to tell everybody get the hell out of my way.
Right. There's no one to move.
But you did. I hear you. And had an ambulance gone by at my house at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd have been like, dude, really? But
yeah.
You said yourself, like every 4 or 5 minutes there is a car coming by. Maybe just go with the lights.
Or just
right.
the boop, boop,
I've heard right.
Yeah.
Just the boop, 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 boop. But
Yeah.
this was full whaler all the way down.
Now
You could hear it. Yeah.
I'm going to go the other direction now. Maybe the dude driving the ambulance is like, look, I only get so many calls a night. I'm turning this blank on,
That's
and
what I
we're
thought.
going.
That's
like,
exactly
I only get to turn this siren and lights on maybe once or twice a day. You know,
Yeah.
I got the call. I'm going.
It sounds good. It's super loud. There's a dude that rides a Harley, and he comes home. I think he's in construction.
Okay.
He comes home when I go out.
Oh, those things are loud as
Super
hell.
loud. But when he comes through, he kills the engine and
Like
what do you call that?
coasts?
Coasts home because
Okay.
it's so loud.
Yeah, those are super loud.
So this ambulance was super loud.
All right. So,
Right.
question for the group.
Yeah.
You are snug in your bed. Okay. Now, for you're up at this, but let's say it happens at 3 o'clock in the morning when
Yeah.
you're still in bed.
Yeah.
And you hear the wing and lights flashing going down your street. Do you get up to see where it's going, or do you just roll over and go back to sleep?
Well,
If it sits outside of my house
Yeah.
for more than 30 seconds,
Yeah.
then
Right.
yes, I look.
Yeah.
But if it's just
Yeah.
like, wee, wee, wee,
No. It is not just going by. It is on your street, and then it stops on your street.
oh, you're gonna have to get up and check.
You
that
got to
out.
get up
Yeah.
and see what's going on.
Yeah, make sure whatever it is. Like, did they catch him?
I mean,
Well,
okay.
an ambulance isn't like a cop car. That's bad
Well,
news. Now,
okay.
now I'm double checking the windows and the
okay,
doors.
so actually a week from today, I got back from my walk. I was taking in my neighborhood, and then I come inside my house, and there's a helicopter like circling my area, but I'm close to the freeway.
With the light, right?
I
Searchlight?
didn't know.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm close to the freeway, so sometimes it'll be like a traffic helicopter, and so it's not unusual. But it kept on circling. And I'm like, okay, let's see what this is. And then I look out. I go outside because I was supposed to go meet someone that evening, and before that, police officers walk up the stairs to my apartment. Because I live in a quadplex, and so, you can walk the stairs and get to my door. They don't knock. They just observe our door and then walk away, which means they're probably
That's
seeing
unsettling.
seeing if like someone had broken into someone's house.
That would be like
Okay,
me from
Dave
the other.
Roberts.
No.
Okay, Dave Roberts. That's unsettling.
That is unsettling. Unlike Manny Machado lightly rolling a ball to the dugout, this is genuinely unsettling.
And then that's not it. So then I'm going to go meet up with my friend. I get in my car, and they have blocked off our street.
Oh, wow.
Just my street. Like, so clearly the person's on my street.
Man.
And I get my car and I go to the police officer who's blocking out the street, and I say, "Hi, can I pass this way?" He says, "We just have to check your back seat." And I go, "Oh, okay." And then
Please.
he's like,
"No, but yes, check the trunk. Go straight up Cape Fear. Look underneath the carriage of the car."
and then
Wherever
he
that guy
lets me
is.
go. I still don't know what that was about, but
My God,
yeah.
What's back there?
Yeah.
Wow.
If the cop said yes, please.
Sell the car.
So Chris, shout out to Chris Morales.
Yeah.
We went to his house one time. So he's like, "Hey, come over, blah blah, whatever." So we're there. There's a helicopter like that's flying around.
Okay.
Next thing you hear, "Please do not exit your homes. Stay indoors." And
Yeah,
Chris,
that's a
and I'm
lot.
like, "Hey, Chris, what's up with the neighborhood?" He's like, "Bro, you probably brought that with you because that doesn't happen around here."
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've never been here until you showed up. Right.
Wow.
Right.
Mountain lion, maybe?
Could be.
Yeah, something outside. Yeah.
Did I tell you the story? This isn't a mountain lion story. It's a Travis being a wuss story
Yeah?
involving a potential mountain lion. Did I tell you this?
No.
So this was 3 weeks ago. I'm on one of my walks.
Yeah.
And most of the walk that I do in my neighborhood is like on residential streets, right? But there's a portion of it that's like through a canyon. It's so
yeah.
there's a trail. It's marked and everything. It's not like the wilderness, but
Yeah.
it's in undeveloped land.
Yeah.
And it had not rained. This was before the recent rain, so the ground was packed really hard and tight. Okay, it was so you could see who had walked this tennis shoe prints and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so you occasionally see some poop.
man.
You will
Okay.
occasionally see some like dog prints
Dog-
and
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Occasionally you'll even see some hoof prints, deer.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there had been a leaky pipe somewhere, so there was a strip of the ground that was wet. Okay. Recently wet. There was a paw print the size of my hand, not
I'm
a
out.
dog, not a dog, but a
Bye.
cat, right? So it was either a massive bobcat or a mountain lion.
Bobcat.
I've never moved so fast in my entire life.
Out of there.
Out
of there.
It was, and
Yeah.
I had my head on a swivel the
No,
entire
you
time.
did.
Have I told you
Yeah.
about the time where I was walking and I was in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and I was in the Great Teton National Forest, and I was taking a walk by myself. But it was a pretty crowded trail. It wasn't like I was alone most of the time. I saw a grizzly bear
Oh,
footprint,
hell no.
and so that was
Bye.
like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fear.
That is a 180 straight back to
That's
the
a
bar
fear.
in the
Yeah,
lounge,
yeah.
and this is
I was
where
pretty
belong.
far away from the end of this trail, so I just had to hoof it on
That's
what
a
I
fear.
was. But yeah.
No doubt. No
So
doubt.
you brought up ambulance, and I got a
Yeah.
question for you.
And
I hadn't even
Dodgers.
thought about this and the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So trash day in my neighborhood is Friday.
Okay.
Okay, they pick up the trash on
Put the
on
trash
Fridays.
cans out, the whole nine.
Put the trash cans out on Thursday because they come early through
Yeah.
my. They're there by 7:30.
Was that your
or so.
job or the kids?
It was the kids. Now it's mine.
How'd they do? Okay, never mind.
They
It was
would
your
do.
job.
They would do it when asked, but
Okay.
they would never just do it.
If-
Is that's?
I got you.
Okay.
You got to count that as a win.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. So, but anyway, it's my job now. So there are directly across the street from my house is a gentleman, older gentleman. He's the same guy that drove into his garage. I
Oh.
told you
Older
that
than
story.
you.
He's significantly older than
Drove
me.
into the garage.
So yeah, he hit the wrong pedal
Wrong
in the
pedal?
car, bang
Okay.
right through it, and I was in my house. It sounded like World War III, and I
We
come
all
out
have
there.
to come and
and
drive.
I know
Yeah.
I'm not judging. I went out there to make sure he was okay, and I see a hole in the damn guy's garage,
Right,
so I
yeah.
go over there and make. Anyway, that
Yeah.
happened several years
They
ago.
asked him to fix the dent.
Yeah. So his trash cans have been out on the street all week.
Oh boy.
We're on
Older
Wed-
dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I
Yeah.
need
When's
to
your
go now?
pickup day?
Yes.
Friday.
Yes.
And he puts his cans away.
Don't even. Yes. Go check on
go
the
knock
dude.
on the door?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Does he
yes.
live by
Matter of
himself or his
fact, call
family?
now.
Both. Like sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
don't-
I told you about the lady
Okay,
that
but
was.
here's the thing.
What? Go ahead.
I don't even know the guy's name.
Could
Just
he
go
be
over
out
there
of
and say
town?
what's up.
Yeah.
Could he be out on vacation?
Who put the cans out?
He did.
Yeah.
And
Go
then
check.
left? Okay.
Yeah, it's a Friday. You go
Okay.
away on a Saturday. You
older
come back
lady
the following Saturday.
That was in the middle of the park as I'm doing
Yeah.
laps for like 2.5 hours in the summer. Went over to check on her. You okay? Yeah. What took you so long? That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Go check on the dude.
Susan, go knock on the guy's door. Make sure everything's okay.
My bad.
I don't want to do it. You came in today on a Patrick Mahomes high.
I just geeked, man.
Yeah.
I keep watching this stuff. You know I love good fight promotion, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what sells fights. Animosity sells fights.
Mm-hmm.
Vince McMahon used to do a good job of building up events. This Super Bowl couldn't be two more of the perfect antidote for the other side type matchups ever. Mahomes versus that running game.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Reid versus what Nick Sirianni is going to try to do defensively. This is going to be so interesting. And I keep watching Patrick Mahomes and what he's doing right now. He is on the cutting edge of quarterback play. He really is. He is so special. There is nothing you can throw at him that he can't adjust to like that.
I was looking at something last night online, and I'm going to get it a little wrong, but it was down 4 or more points with less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and the quarterback's success rates, like the league to go score to kick the field goal to tie it or to score the touchdown to win it, and the league average was something like, it was under 20%. It was like 17 some odd percent. Okay. Tom Brady has the second best average at this in the history of the NFL, and he was below 50%. He was something like 42%, way above league average.
Where's Mahomes? Where's he? Go ahead. I will believe you.
He's 11 for 11.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
He's 100%. Like
It's
the
freaking
league
ridiculous.
average
Yeah.
is 17. The best quarterback to have ever played is at like 43%. He's at 100%,
Yeah.
and he's done it. And it's not like he's 1 for 1 or 2 for 2. He's something like 9 for 9 or 10 for. It's a crazy number.
That's what I'm saying. So I think I got this whole thing backwards when I told you that they're going to give Mahomes 4 minutes a quarter.
Yeah.
He'll win. So think of the opposite
because
in terms
yesterday,
of Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Yesterday we were talking stomp a mud hole in him.
Yeah.
Right, with Saquon and with Hurts and that offense. Now
That's
you're
still
telling
the
me
offense.
It's
Yeah.
something else. I want to know what the something else is. It's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
$10.49.
Hey, it's D4. If you're like me, you just don't want to watch the game. You want the best experience every time. That's why Absolute Sport is a game changer. VIP access to the biggest games, exclusive pregame parties, luxury hotels, whether it's courtside, ringside, or the 50-yard line, Absolute Sport makes sure you're there, not just watching, you're living the action. Visit us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport, and make your next sporting experience absolutely unforgettable.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
As of 9 a.m. this morning, our EV trucking company is officially in operation.
Andrew's zero-emission trucks are driving the transportation category forward.
We'll make driving safer, easier, and less stressful. Now our technology needs to keep up with demand.
He needs to put pedal to the metal on hiring more software engineers.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Rain on me, Travis.
What is this?
Remember when DeMarco said, you said rain on me.
Oh, yeah.
This song's called Rain on Me
Oh, is
by Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande.
Oh, I knew that.
Why have I heard this before?
It's a huge song in 2020. It's been played a bunch. It's in
Oh, the beat.
Is it sampled?
Whitney? No. Never mind.
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
This is the Dodger
I think I can
theme
work out
song?
to this.
It's all right.
I work out to this.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
I
Might be one of
listened
them
to
aerobics.
music on my long walk this week. First time in 3 months I've had my headphones in on a walk. That's actually kind of nice. I had forgotten how nice that is.
To have music as
To
you
have-
walk?
yeah.
Yeah.
I just usually
Did you listen to music?
yeah
Okay,
Or
also,
podcasts?
music.
Music. What'd you listen to?
Apple Radio, just like the mix of all the stuff on my phone. It
Oh,
just kind of
okay,
shuffles
up
it.
and
I
down?
guess yeah.
DeMarco,
Yeah.
I looked it up. The sample in this song is Gwen McCrae's All This Love I'm Given. I don't know if that rings a
I
bell
don't
to
know.
you. So.
No, that beat sounds familiar though. Yeah.
All right.
Like
So go ahead. I'm sorry I cut you
No,
off.
no, I'm just you listening to music. I'm so interested in. What do you like to listen to?
It was just a mishmash of every. So like on the that was on
What
there.
was that?
There was some Metallica. That was AC/DC that she did.
Oh, Back in Black.
Yeah, it was so. I hit this, and then I go to Travis's station, and
Yeah.
it just kind of pulls all the stuff off of your phone and throws new stuff in there.
What's the first song that comes up? I got to know this.
Okay, let's see.
Let's pretend you're going on a walk.
All right,
What's the first
so I'm
song?
gonna hit Travis station.
Yep.
And see what comes up. Okay,
It better not be no Burt Bacharach or something.
Put it close to your
you're
mic.
not
I wanna hear
super
it.
far off.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Put it up against your mic.
I am.
this
We'll do what John
Okay, old
and
man.
Steve do.
Oh, God.
Okay. I see you.
And this is
Yes,
like your
sir,
pumping
Trav.
and moving
Yes, sir. Okay. Clear your head walk. Yes.
Dave Brubeck.
There you go.
And I'm sorry, my Back in Black was just Toad from Mario Kart doing Back in Black.
Oh.
I can with that song. I can picture you getting your shoes, tying them close up on your laces, and then you walking out the door, and then at the end,
you go.
whatever the logo for your shoes. Let's go.
I like that
sponsor
song because that's a great idea. That song really hits me in the martini spot.
It does in the martini.
It is
spot.
a martini bar
That is.
song.
Yes,
for
it
sure.
is.
And I hear them puts me in a good mood.
Okay.
And what's that Motley Crue song you like?
Kickstart My Heart.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
Is that
God.
on there?
That played too.
There you go.
Yeah,
I
got a
like
little bit
it.
of everything.
You were listening on Pandora?
No, it's Apple.
Oh, okay.
Come on, I'm an Apple Music person. That's okay.
I
right?
don't like Apple
Martini
Music. I
music.
prefer
Oh,
Spotify,
stop,
but
stop.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
She doesn't like anything we like.
I do Spotify though.
Oh, you do?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, you guys just had a moment.
I love the year end.
I do YouTube.
Oh, yeah, the Wrapped.
I love that.
The YouTube.
bro.
Yeah.
Apple's
The
Wrapped
YouTube?
is...
Yeah.
What?
I just do YouTube. When then they just create a playlist. So all the songs you look for, at some point YouTube just creates your mix.
You
and
know-
then you hit that and then just plays back to
You
back
know
to
what?
back to back.
Every streaming service does that.
Hey, I don't have
I was
anything else
not
but
expecting
YouTube.
That song though. That's awesome.
Why does she care so much?
I don't
about
know.
how
I don't
music-
know.
YouTube's a really weird thing to be listening to music off of. That's for videos.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know.
music videos, yeah.
If he's getting his music from it, what difference does it make?
But a music video, you're not watching it, so why you watch it?
But it
listen to music
doesn't
videos?
matter. It's
Oh,
how he
whatever.
likes it. If
Yeah.
whether he's staring at the
Jorge.
video or not. Yeah.
Emily.
Anyway, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes again.
Travis DeMarco.
This season,
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes in one-score games,
Yeah.
11-0.
Makes sense, man.
I get that some guys are finishers. I get that some guys just kind of have the knack, whatever you want to call it. 11-0 is not I'm good at this. That's weird.
No, he's special.
To never have it go the other way, is just surreal.
Okay, here's the thing. I am so impressed watching him, and I have come up living my life as a hunter of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I have to study them and study protection and how you're doing certain things and what we can do to disrupt you. So when I watch these guys and I see what defenses are trying to do, and you see what quarterbacks can and can't handle it. When you see Mahomes and it's new stuff, new blitzes, new coverages, new ways to take away Kelsey, how fast he processes info, how fast he finds the weakness, how fast he figures out that the best option on this play is my legs is amazing. The only other guy that's done it pretty much as well as he's done it is Josh Allen. Maybe Jaden Daniels, if you want to bring that
You're
into
talking
it.
about the guys that are playing now.
Playing right now.
Yeah.
It's like how fast that you can recognize what the defense just gave you versus down and distance, that the best option for this play is my feet. And it's immediate. Boom. Straight downhill. Attack the line of scrimmage. So watching him do that little stuff over and over and over again. And then watching him, like with Buffalo, they gave him exactly what he likes. They let him stand in the pocket and deal. And he killed him straight down the field. Would not miss, could not miss. Even his incompletions were on the money. Unbelievable. So I hope, like I said, and if he beats this juggernaut that I think that Philly is, with Jalen, with Hurts, and with Saquon Barkley, the way their defense is constructed, number 1D, if he beats them, that might be the greatest run we've ever seen. He may be the greatest living quarterback right now, period. I just hope we don't get bogged down talking about how much we hate him going into this big game. I really don't.
I choose
and
D,
we can
all
and
the
we can
above.
appreciate his greatness.
Yes. All of the above, but I'm going to hate him too along the way. We'll get
hate him in a sports regard, right?
No, it's one of those things. I understand what he's doing. I know that it's historic. I know that it's unprecedented. I know that he is one of the greats of all time. I know that he has a talent level and a work ethic, all of these things, and I can appreciate it. And I also desperately want him to lose.
You want him to lose?
Yeah.
I don't remember rooting against Michael Jordan.
I know, but again, Jordan...
Because that's the only other guy that I could see outside of Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul. But just as in rising to every single freaking occasion that a game, a drive, a play calls for, he's on top of it.
Sometimes I root for that, and sometimes I root against it. And it doesn't make any sense. It's not logical at all. It's emotional. It is completely an emotional reaction to it. Because you know who one of my all-time favorite athletes to watch was?
Who?
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, okay.
And Tiger, nobody came within 100 miles of him when he was at his best.
Yeah.
Nobody. He just smashed everybody, and I was riveted by it, and I was rooting for him, right? Michael Jordan's another one that unless he was playing against the Lakers, I was rooting for Jordan. I wanted to see Jordan do Jordan things.
Yeah.
Right? But there are other guys like Tom Brady, like Joe Montana, like Patrick Mahomes. It's like, enough already, dude. Enough. Like I cannot watch you win another thing. And it's
maybe he needs a pair of shoes or a video game.
It's a backwards compliment. It's that you're in my face so often and you win every time. And you know, Jordan lost in the playoffs, not in the finals, but he lost in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Mahomes has lost a Super Bowl. He's lost in AFC Championship games. But it's just you want to see Goliath lose.
I don't remember feeling that with this is just me. Like DeMarco Travis.
Yeah.
This is me. I just never, even when he was beating my team, I never saw myself rooting against him. Like when you have him, or had Jordan.
Okay.
Like when you had him pinned, and he would do something spectacular. Triple team, there's 3 guys around, and they're all up in the air at the same time. It just seems like they came down before he did.
Yeah.
He levitated.
Yeah.
Mahomes, you've got 2 inches to make this a throw. And he does it.
Notice I said at
you
the
know what I'm
very
saying?
beginning of this.
2 inches from the ground, he's parallel.
It's illogical.
It doesn't make sense.
Because the Rams have not gotten in. Like, the Rams haven't been denied something because of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
The one time the Rams did go, the 2 times, Mahomes wasn't there. Like, he wasn't in their way in that particular moment. So it's not personal. Like, Montana, when I was a Rams fan in the 80s, and the Rams were good, but Montana was great, every time it came down to it, number 16 was jamming
You
it
can't
down
tell
their
me
throat.
people in L.A. hated Montana.
Absolute-
You cannot tell me that.
DeMarco, you can't honestly think that people in L.A., and this was before
Yeah.
they left
I
and
know.
everybody found new teams, but
Even when he was killing you, you could not have hated Montana.
you could appreciate the greatness and hate him for doing it to your team.
Come on, he was
Yeah.
perfect. The dude was like almost like, if I had a choice
Do you
between
know who my all-time least favorite, most hateable, the guy that I rooted harder against than any athlete ever?
Who?
Larry Bird.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Larry Bird,
Yeah.
you know why? Because he beat the Lakers a bunch
he
of
played for the
times when
Celtics.
it mattered.
But he was easy to hate. That whole squad was
But
easy
he
to
was
hate.
awesome.
I guess the
he
Niners
was
were easy to hate.
Yeah. He was an incredible player who was in the way over and over again. It was only after you become an adult and you're like, yeah, Larry Bird's pretty awesome.
I guess you're right about backhanded compliments. Actually, hating him is the positive.
I don't hate the guy.
You're doing the
I
right.
hate- I
hate the fact that he wins all
I
the
hate
time.
that no one can get around him. I want to
Well,
go back to something
yeah,
you said.
yeah.
This idea of him able to process the information
Oh,
quicker
my
and
God.
better than anybody. Is that just a gift that he has, or is that study? What is that? Why
you
can he do
and
that?
Clinton hit on something that I never even factored in. Clinton looked at me like, "You never thought of that?" I'm like, "No, I've never thought of that." He's an infielder. Now it is starting to make sense. Some of those dudes or some of those fast processing shortstops get to everything and find a way to get the ball to first like that. That's why they're special. Same thing with Mahomes. When he sees it, there's a look, there's a coverage, there's a route that runs behind this coverage.
The way he moves
Yeah.
is like an infielder, like the way that he's...
How fast he can release it.
Yes.
From different angles.
As a shortstop, right?
Yeah.
And this is an oversimplification. I understand this, but basically, I've pre-pitched this, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm here. Okay, I got a runner at first base, or I got a runner at first and third, and I'm thinking if it's hit slowly, I'm doing this. If it's hit to my right, I do this. If it's hit to my left, I'm doing.
Yeah.
I've pre-pitched all of this stuff.
But what if it's
when it but in football, that stuff doesn't happen until I snap the ball.
Some guys, like there's, I guess what you can, I mean, this is a great baseball discussion about shortstops. Some guys are mechanical. Some guys do it by feels, and they can throw from any arm slot. Their feet don't have to be perfect to get the throw down there.
I get that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get the physical talent. That is a gift from
so
God.
if you see the same read and let's say you're Mahomes' backup, you have the same read and you can see what's coming open. I just can't get the ball there fast enough from this position.
That's a physical trait.
He's got that, plus he can process fast.
What you said a second, the processing is what intrigues me. Is that just if I spend enough time staring at this film, if I spend enough time with my coordinator, enough time with my quarterback coach, enough time with the defensive coordinator saying, hey, this is what they're trying to do to you, can I learn it too?
Absolutely.
Or is that just his brain works
I think
faster?
they all can see it. It's just we know our bodies. I can't, even if I can see it coming, I can't get the ball there.
Yeah.
You know, I can't get my feet set fast enough to get the ball there. Mahomes can do it levitating. That's what I'm saying. There is no bad read for him. It just comes out so fast.
I'll give him credit for one thing, Mahomes. He's making me root for a Philadelphia sports team. I never thought I'd do that in my
You don't
entire
have to
life.
do that. You don't have to root for the Eagles. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's okay to root
No.
for the Chiefs.
I'm not rooting for the Chiefs. That's not
Why?
happening. Because
Why?
they've had enough. They've
See,
had enough.
it's okay to root for the Chiefs.
not
You
for
really
me,
want to
it's not.
cast your lot with the Eagles? The
No.
Eagle fans?
No, I want to cast my lot against the Chiefs. And whoever
There's no way around this.
Yeah, sure there is.
This is football. There's either this team or that
right,
team.
and I'm choosing the Eagles because they're not the Chiefs.
You're casting your lot with them.
Had it been anybody other than the Chiefs, Detroit, Tampa, Washington, I'm in.
So you're rooting for the Eagles.
I'm
the
rooting
same
for the
fans
Eagles.
that would probably throw a battery at your head if you went to visit their stadium.
Not this weekend, they would.
Look at
I'd
you.
be wearing eagle wings. I'd be doing it. I think my powers were on display yesterday. It's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
The LA Kings road trip continues on to Florida, where they'll meet the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. The Kings hosted the Panthers last Wednesday in LA and came from behind in the third period to earn a thrilling victory.
Comes Samuel Helenius, the big finish forward. Lewis drops it back. Spence shoots. It's blocked in front. Loose puck. Poke toward the goal. Score! Samuel Helenius, his first NHL goal! He pokes in the loose puck, and with 13:19 left to play, Big Sammy makes it 1-1. Spins across ice shot. One-timer. Score! A right circle one-timer from Kevin Fiala found its way through night. It's Kempe who will lead the team back to the bench. He might have redirected it in. 5 seconds left. Kachuk tries to center. Deflected away. Spun toward the middle. That's going to do it. Kings win!
It's the Kings and the Panthers, tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
When disaster strikes, turn to Avner Gatt, California's premier public adjusting firm. With over 20 years of experience and insider knowledge of the insurance industry, we fight to ensure you get what you deserve. Don't let your insurance company underpay you. Don't let them pressure you into subpar repairs. Trusted by lawyers, contractors, and real estate pros, we offer a free consultation and expert damage assessments. Call 818-917-5256 or visit avnergatt.com. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text TAP to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text TAP to 321-321. That's TAP to 321-321.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
There you go. This sounded very similar to this.
This is it. You got close enough that I knew what you were going for. I have this on there, too.
I remember when, I first was introduced to this song because Jack Black was hosting the Kids' Choice Awards, and his commercial was, Jack is back, the King of Slap, or something like that. That's how I knew it.
This is bench press music.
You know how you and I know it. What? When it was released by ACDC
Oh, yes,
in the
yes.
80s.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Another album I could not have in the house, yes.
Oh, was there because of the Satanism or perceived Satanism?
What was it? ACDC, After Christ, Devil Comes. That's what they put out there.
Yeah.
Right, so, Knights in Satan's Service. That was Kiss. All this stuff was out there.
Is that kind of like when, the monster symbol also is something having to do with
playing
the devil?
every record backwards.
Yeah. Ball is dead.
Yeah,
if you play
everything.
Yes,
we could not have this in the house, no.
Fun fact, this singer, he's 73? What's his name? Brian something?
Brian Johnson.
Yeah, so he's 73. He just he ranked 13 in the world for fencing from that category.
No
at
way.
70. Yeah, fencing, out of all things.
For 70-plus-year-olds or
he's in this league, and it's
impressive.
pretty, exactly.
There's,
at 73.
like a senior fencing league?
Yeah, so he ranked 13 in that.
He's their second lead singer.
Yeah, it was Angus something or other.
Bon Scott.
Yeah. Angus is the guitar player.
Angus
I know
Young
there's
is
an
the guitar
Angus
player.
in there somewhere. Did you ever fence, DeMarco?
No, I tried.
Oh, really?
I did. I tried.
Like with the beehive thing on your head?
Yeah, man, it's loud in that thing. If you get, and they tap you in that, it's ting, it's loud in there.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's fun, though.
When did you fence?
My friend's daughter is a fencer, and his other daughter is into archery, all these Olympic sports.
Okay.
So I went to a few classes. It's fun, except when you fence against someone that really knows how to fence.
Why is it fun? It looks totally
it's sword
chaotic.
fighting.
Yeah, but it's not like Star Wars where they're like having zoom. It's like they go beep and it's over.
But it's very quick.
But it's so technical.
Okay.
It's like a chess match. But I mean, like if you hit me one more time, I'm going Conan in here. I am.
Yeah, they use like broadswords.
I'm changing my grip. Here it comes.
And was this recent?
Yeah.
No, this is when the Rams first came back. This is 2016,
That's
17.
great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going straight up
You're
in here.
going Conan.
Oh, my God, yes.
You've got a broadsword, and he's got a car antenna, and he's just carving you up.
They're faking you out with this blade, and it's like tap, 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 tap. And it's like, oh, my God, I hate you right now.
I run into fencing once every 4 years for about 3 or 4 minutes. It's on the Olympics.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, okay, I want to see what these guys are up to. And you watch, and they move so fast that you can't even see what's happening. I'm sure if you have a trained eye, you can, but as a completely knuckleheaded observer, it just looks like
that's where it connected
beep,
with
beep,
me.
Over. Wait. Okay.
Seeing how they train all these explosive movements. Okay, I've trained for explosion. I get it. And then you see this little guy or smaller guy that does more weight than you as he's moving it. How quick he can get from this to that right to your chest.
Why are they tied to the floor?
That's the cord.
They have that thing on their back.
That's the cord.
That's the buzzer thing?
The electricity.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm an idiot. Of course it is. That makes perfect sense. I don't know how long they've been plugged into the wall, but every time since I've seen them plugged into the wall, I'm like, why do they have to be tethered to the ground? What the hell is...
Your world just changed
today. Of course it's the electric...
Yeah.
I'm
crazy.
So stupid.
Yeah,
that's
right there.
What it
yeah,
is.
it was fun. Yeah.
You know what's a great fencing scene in a movie? When Lindsay Lohan fences herself in Parent Trap, because it's perfect because they have the masks on, so they can stage the whole thing without having to have like that. It's a great scene in Parent Trap.
This isn't Lindsay Lohan related, but it's quasi Lindsay Lohan related. That basketball scene that you bring up every once in a while, where the woman,
Double Teamed, with the girls who are supposed to be twins that don't look anything alike.
There's this crazy ass Disney movie that she likes, where there's a Double Teamed, where there's a basketball final shot.
That was a Rodman movie.
I'm unfamiliar with that if it is.
Rodman and Van Damme called Double Team.
Oh, maybe there's multiple
Well, this one
double
I think
teams.
has a D at the end of it.
Double teamed. Okay.
Is that there must have been an anniversary or something of that?
No, I just like to bring it up every so often.
It was on my timeline last night. Yeah, I'm like, why is this showing up tonight? And it was like 2 different times. Anyway,
wow,
I thought you.
It's
might
absolutely atrocious.
Let me go down
scene
the
of
fencing
basketball.
rabbit hole.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, fencing used to be more prevalent in like high school movies and stuff. I always feel like they had like the rich snobby
Only
kid
in
would be
boarding
playing
school
fences.
movies.
Yeah,
only in boarding school. There's no inner city fencing movie.
No.
Well, yeah, but
there's
it would
no
be like
suburban fencing.
True. It would be like a fish out of water. The
Yeah.
kid that is not from the boarding school family
Yeah.
goes to the boarding school and then has the fencing against the rich kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, haha, on guard.
Yeah, but he's got a knack for fencing.
Exactly.
And he just off the mean streets of, I don't know, Glendora.
Right.
and he becomes a fencing expert when he moves to Milan, or I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Something
I
crazy.
think we got to say Boyle
Barnes.
Heights.
Yeah, right.
And
he fights Johnny Barnes. That's the bad guy.
The bad boy of karate.
There you
Karate,
go.
was it Johnny Barnes? It was Barnes for
Barnes
sure.
something.
Tim, John, Tim,
Whatever
Tom,
it was.
Mike,
The
Mike
bad
Barnes.
boy, Mike Barnes, the bad boy of karate.
That's what it
yes.
is. That's what it
Man
is.
can't stand, he can't fight.
That's right.
That's right.
I said it yesterday. I said, you know what's nice about the Lakers and because we were talking about that the Lakers let the Hornets back into the game. And that those guys had to play deep. It'd be nice to get them off their feet, and you worry about LeBron's health and all this stuff. And I said to you, you know what's kind of nice is that we've turned the corner on AD, and we don't have to worry about him anymore. It just seems like he's been an Iron Man for the Lakers over the last year and a half or so. Bam! Later that night, AD has a strained abdominal muscle, and he will get an MRI. He will be reevaluated in a week, so he's going to be down for a while. You're welcome. I exercised the broadcaster jinx.
It was you.
What a timing
You're
is
the
everything.
mush. You're the guy.
I was yesterday.
Oh, my God. How do you put that in the universe? I missed that. I would have knocked on wood.
I knocked on wood.
Did you knock on wood?
I take full responsibility for it. He'd been.
You know, if he's out if he's out 6 weeks, it's over.
He played 75 games last year.
Yes.
Like he was really. I think
know.
he's played almost every game this year. He's been really good.
God.
And you're right, DeMarco.
Yeah. If he can't play, it's over.
If he's down for a while, I don't know if it's over, but they're going to
forget the trade, forget everything.
Oh, you
if
think
he's
so?
hurt, can't play, forget everything. It doesn't matter.
Well, wouldn't they need the trade because they could get a big to back him up?
It does. Part of the whole thing of making a run includes him.
Yeah.
So if he can't play, what's the point?
To stay in it until he comes back.
You're going to lose too much ground by then.
You might.
No, you are.
You might. What this does. Look, if he's gone for. The good news is, the All-Star break's coming up, so that buys him a week.
You get time.
It buys him a week. So there's no games being played during that time, so you're not losing ground.
Right.
They have,
mind you, they just lost to an Embiid-less Sixers.
We will, and Paul George,
and Paul George,
2 rotational players.
They need Anthony Davis to play.
You said it yesterday. It's the Miss Pac-Man. You got to eat those pellets that are available to you, and they missed one yesterday. Put that over here for a second. We'll come back to it. I don't think that they're going to fall out of the top 10, even if Anthony Davis misses a good chunk of time. I think they will go from where they are right now, which is in the 5 spot, to where we've all thought they're going to be, which is 7 to 10, or at least where I thought they were going to be. They'll fall back into that 7 to 10 range, and now they're going to have to be in that chaotic play-in situation where one bad night can get you knocked.
Then it's over.
It's
then don't make
right
a trade.
Back where
then don't make a trade because you're gonna have to burn up LeBron to make up for AD.
Hey, he's got no choice.
So what's he gonna have left down the stretch?
Probably not a ton.
So your trade makes no sense. It's gonna mean nothing.
Why don't you get a trade to have someone help them?
But it probably meant nothing anyway.
You're not gonna get one of them guys that can make too much. You're looking for a complimentary piece.
You're looking for You're looking for a complimentary piece, but. I think you're looking for a complimentary piece even with Anthony Davis. I think that your shot, let's just say AD is healthy and you make a trade. You go from a 1 in 100 chance to a 1 in 65 chance. Okay? So, because I don't think it changed all that much. If you make the trade now, I think it goes from, with him hurt, it goes from 1 in 65 to 1 in 75. I don't think it changes it all that much.
Shuffling the deck on the Titanic.
Yeah, but you were kind of doing it
long
anyway.
Term. All you're guaranteeing is this chair that I moved to the other side is going to get wet last.
Yeah.
It's all going down if he can't play. What did LeBron say? That gave me encouragement. What did LeBron say about AD?
That he'll be fine.
That he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Even he's telling you.
That was before this morning.
I'm directing that. That was a quote to AD. You have to be fine. Get out there.
Yeah, if AD was a light a fire under his butt type of guy, the fire would have been lit a long time ago.
It's time. Maybe he can pull it out of him. But I do know this. Maybe you guys can answer because I don't know. Has there been a game where the Lakers have won when LeBron wasn't great?
I'm sure there has been. I mean,
I can't remember. That's the thing. He's got to be special and energetic at all times for this team to be successful.
No, well, you look at it, he's been by LeBron James
and he played great last 31 points. Can't sneeze at that. He
had 8 turnovers too.
He had 8 turnovers. But he did 31 points. Can't sneeze at that. He can still fill it up. The problem is they had no answer for Maxey. Zero, nothing. They threw everything they had.
You can't just do the good with. You got to do all the LeBron. The points were good. The defense was atrocious. The turnovers were atrocious.
When he's not having energy, that's what I'm saying.
I get it. But even on days when he has energy, his defense, his turnovers have been his plus minus. His rating has been as bad as it's been in his entire career. Like he is not the LeBron James in our mind. The reality of the 2025 LeBron James is very different. He's still good.
I mean, they have won games without him playing at all. So I looked it up. So they're 2-1 without him at all. I haven't looked up if he hasn't scored X amount of points.
But when he's out there and not playing with with that energy, can they win with that? I know you can't without AD.
Yeah, no, AD's their best player.
That's what I'm saying.
AD's their best player, but I think that the last 2 nights are a perfect example. And throw the Celtics game in there too. All of them. This is why the night to night of the Lakers is not particularly interesting to me. It's the overarching of the Lakers. They're going to win some games. They're like, oh, they look really, like Celtics. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
And then last night, it's like, dude, really?
Just put Bronny in there.
I thought they
quarter.
understood the assignment.
They're not good enough to. They might understand it. They're not good enough to
beat
execute
up on weak teams. Beat up on bad teams. You got to get.
Well,
these
they didn't
wins.
against the Hornets.
That's 3 years in a row that they've done this, where it's just, hey, they got no chance tonight. Oh my gosh, they won. Okay, they're going to smash them. Oh my gosh, they lost. That's just who they are.
Well, that is pro trade for me. Then get some new blood. That could help, but
I still want him to make the trade.
But AD's fine; he's healthy. Give me some wood. He'll be fine. I'm
Have
trusting
you ever had
LeBron.
A strained abdominal?
Yes, it sucks. It affects everything you do. If he plays through it, I'll change every opinion I have of him being soft. It sucks to play with an ab strain. It really does.
Yeah.
It makes everything in your life hard, and
Is
I mean
there
everything.
Pills? Is there shots? Is there something you can do to get through it?
No, because it's your ab. You get in and out of your car. You may strain your ab. You doing your business, turning one way to get the paper. You could strain your ab. You know what I'm trying to say.
No, I think everybody does.
Right.
Yeah.
Reaching for the soap in the shower, you could strain your ab. And it's like you did it again for the first time. It's crazy. It sucks.
The Far Side's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station.
The LA Kings road trip continues on to Florida, where they'll meet the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. The Kings hosted the Panthers last Wednesday in LA and came from behind in the third period to earn a thrilling victory.
Comes Samuel Hellenius, the big finish forward. Lewis drops it back. Spence shoots. It's blocked in front. Loose puck. Poke toward the goal. Score! Samuel Hellenius, his first NHL goal! He pokes in the loose puck, and with 13:19 left to play, Big Sammy makes it 1-1. Spins across ice shot. One-timer. Score! A right circle one-timer from Kevin Fiala. Found its way through night. And with 6:48 left, it's 2-1 LA. And it's Kempe who will lead the team back to the bench. He might have redirected it in. 5 seconds left. Kachuk tries to center. Deflected away. Spun toward the middle. That's going to do it. Kings win!
It's the Kings and the Panthers, tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LEARN for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LEARN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LEARN.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far
Let's
side.
Go.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
Doug Barnes.
Doug Barnes.
Doug Barnes. You know that name?
No.
Doug Barnes was a freshman defensive end at UW.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you where he is. I think he's from Lompoc.
Okay. Napoleon Kaufman.
Napoleon Kaufman.
Yeah.
Funny you mentioned that. The only reason I know him, one, is because we were teammates for 1 year. Two is because Napoleon Kaufman, this is when we had the VHS tapes. His high school highlight reel was unbelievable. 27 minutes long.
I know.
And he may have gotten tackled twice.
I
it was all breakaways.
Covering high school football in the Central Coast when he was at Lompoc.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He was forget it,
bro. I have never seen speed like that.
Crazy.
It was mind blowing.
Tremendous player.
So apparently, Doug Barnes was this other defensive end. I think they may have found him by scouting Napoleon because they were the same year.
Yeah.
So he was at UW on scholarship, and he's on that tape getting run over by Napoleon. I never saw that part, but apparently that's there. But Doug Barnes, about 6'5", nice enough kid. Could have been something. His career took a nosedive because he refused to be coached.
Okay. I've seen that before.
Yeah, but it was interesting. His dad was always there. His dad was military, so he was very matter of fact. But Doug refused to be coached. So we had this thing at UW, and this is our secret sauce to why we were so tough and so dominant. We did these things every day called butt drills. BUTT drills.
Okay.
Basically, we are ramming our heads into each other over and over and over again. 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 3-on-2. The most physical stuff you can imagine we did. And this was what we did before we started practicing. This was warm-up. So we called it butt drills. Going into my 5th year, my senior year, it got changed from butt to hit drills because of a liability issue. Right there on the helmet, it says, this is not to be used to butt or ram opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if someone got hurt, we could have sued the school. But we weren't even thinking that.
Right.
That's why they changed it to butt drills. Anyway, so Doug Barnes is one of our freshmen. He's at the end of the line. I'm in my 5th year. He's a true freshman, fresh out of high school. I got nothing in common. I don't even know him yet. So we're going through these drills. This is our 5th year with this same coach. This unrelenting P I told you about. Stickler. So 4 or 5 years in, you know it's going to be hard, but you know where he's going to stand. So maybe on the 3rd or 4th rep, you can take it off, not slam your head into someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's not looking at you, we'll go easy on this rep. So we're doing it.
So the coach is overseeing butt drills.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
blowing the whistle.
Okay.
You know, blow the whistle, we butt. Butt, and we have to say butt.
Gotcha.
Butt. So he's watching. Depending on where he's standing, we might take the rep off.
Got it.
Anyway, and not being lazy, you're saving yourself a headache. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We didn't think concussions were real.
I know.
We thought pinched nerves were funny.
I know.
If you got knocked unconscious, we just moved the body. We just moved the drill.
Moved the drill up
and
10
left you there.
yards. Yep.
So this is back in the 90s. So we're watching this, and Doug's watching, but he's watching me and the other seniors, how we do stuff. So all he sees is us taking reps off.
Okay.
So when he comes up, he gives it a half-ass effort. Coach goes bonkers. Blows the whistle. We got to start the whole freaking drill over again. Right. We got to start the whole freaking drill again. So we have to do it again, and Doug comes up, and he half-asses it. Blows the whistle. We got to start this blank again. Over and over. This is on Tuesday, man. Tuesday, it's wet. It's cold. We just played on Saturday. I got finals coming. I'm not in the mood to be doing this crap over and over and over again. So we start getting on him Full Metal Jacket style.
Code
you
red.
better come on, or we're going,
Blanket party?
Blanket party. And this is Doug, military dad, and he looked me right in the eye. He's looking down on me because he's taller than me.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll go hard when you go hard. Right. I'm going to do exactly what you do. Taught me a lot about leadership at that moment. I was looking for the easy way out. I know this. Believe me, missing this one rep is not going to determine if I play better or worse on Saturday.
Right.
I know this stuff. This is just drills. But this is about leadership.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, he was both wrong and out of his mind at the same time.
Out of his mind. This is all crazy. Yeah. It was nuts, but it was just one of those moments. I was thinking about him as I was thinking about LeBron and the Lakers, and if he don't go fast, they don't go fast.
Well, yes, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Analogy.
Yeah.
I understand the.
That's what I was thinking.
If you're the 5th-year senior,
yes,
or in this case, LeBron James, and you are turning it over 8 times and not playing defense, then why do I have to be careful?
They're going to do it, right?
The difference is nobody's getting brain damage if LeBron throws it into the second row.
We didn't believe in brain damage back then. We didn't. No, concussions were funny. We had a dude get knocked out in practice here at the Rose Bowl. Little Joe Kralik, little fast white guy, got blown up.
In the game or at practice?
In practice, on a double whistle, which means he was on scout team. He ran it, and they ran it too good. They beat the defense, blow the double whistle, let's see it again. Now they're going to put their guy in position to hit you. So he blew Joe up, and we lost Joe. Joe was wandering through the hotel in his underwear. Couldn't find his room, all by himself. We thought concussions were hilarious back then.
I think you just described exactly the difference between a football player and just about every other sport that exists out there. Maybe boxers are different. Maybe some hockey guys.
We didn't know.
No, I'm not assessing blame. I'm just saying, look.
Yeah.
If you would have told me, hey, Trav, today we're going to hit each other in the head, I would have said, I quit. I'm out.
No, it's part of what you had to do.
No.
Yeah.
This is what I'm telling you. That's part of what you had to do. What I'm telling you is that if they was in my sport, baseball, if they said, okay, today's the day we're going to practice taking fastballs off the helmet, I said,
you can't do that.
No, I'm done. I'm not doing that.
But it was a moment, man. I had to. Okay, it's not about
crazy.
me. It's about him. It's about the program. So I have to do it right. But everything
How often would you do butt drills?
Every day.
Every day?
Bro, that was our secret sauce. I mean, not only would we hit you, we would hit to hurt.
Every
a lot,
day.
Every single. You know who did more than we did? Nebraska.
Yeah.
Those guys. That's all those guys did. It was all physical every day. Yes, every single day.
How long would it okay? So just you have a time machine.
Yeah.
Okay. You take a modern NFL player.
Yeah.
Pick a good one. Like
I'll get Jared Verse.
Jared Verse.
I think Jared Verse is cut from that cloth. He's just playing in this era.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you take him back to 1990 at UW, and you say we're doing butt drills today. He's not looking around like we're doing what?
I think he would. I think he would do it. I think he would do it.
Maybe he would do it, but he'd at least kind of look around like this is a joke.
I
right?
think he might be the guy you don't want to do it with. He's one of them
Jalen
hardheads.
Carter.
Man, bro, that's what I'm saying. Bro, those butt drills were bad. They changed it to hit overnight. Like, why are we saying hit now instead of butt? Don't worry about it. Just say hit. Hit. Liability issues.
I have a random question for you.
Yeah.
Do you keep in touch, or did you ever keep up with like opposing players from different teams? Because I know you face some of these guys like multiple years, right? So you keep in touch with some of these guys, or did you?
Remember Tyrone Wheatley?
Of course.
Michigan running back. Every time he sees me, he laughs at me because he put a Rose Bowl record on us. Yeah, I was chasing cheeks the whole game. A lot. Tommy Frazier. We did something stupid versus Nebraska. First night game in Seattle ever. Ever against Nebraska. We did the dumbest thing in the world. We knocked out the starting quarterback.
Tommy Frazier came in.
This little freshman came in. Who the heck is Tommy Frazier?
Pretty good football player.
Right. Up and down the field. Yes. How dumb was that? Yeah, I do. Every now and then. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that I played against that I don't know that come out of the woodwork. Like, hey, I played against you. I was at Arizona State. You? Yeah, that was you?
Well, there's so many people on a football team. They're like, especially in college, back in the 80s and 90s, there's 100 guys on the team.
There's a bunch of dudes,
Yeah, and 40 of them probably played. That means you got 60 guys.
I mean, with Joel McHale, you didn't really even know that he was on the team, right?
I knew Joel. Everybody, we knew everyone. We just didn't know he was funny. We didn't know he was this guy.
Yeah.
It wasn't back then. You know what I mean?
By the way, he's going to be the next Scream movie. He's probably going to be Ghostface.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, it's gonna be the next Scream movie.
How many Screams have there been? I'm only familiar with the original.
4.
I think there's a sixth one.
Sixth one came out last year with Jenna Ortega, or maybe 2 years ago with Jenna Ortega.
I gave up after 2.
I gave up after. I liked the first one.
The first one was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
They're all the same, but they're all kind of fun.
Yeah.
I like the guy that got stuck in the garage door. He was my favorite.
Scary movie. That's also coming out.
Scary movie.
Scary movie. Is that the funny one?
That's the way in the
spoof.
That's
the spoof.
Yeah.
Scream.
That's what we need. We
Scream
need a good
is a spoof of everything.
Yeah.
The world needs a good spoof right now. A good spoof
What would
movie.
we spoof?
I have no idea. Give me a spoof. What can we spoof that's funny?
Well, I think like they used to be spoofing a lot more things in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like they did like the vampire spoof movie. They did the Walk Hard, which is the Walk the Line spoof.
Deeply underrated.
It's good.
Walk Hard?
The Dewey Cox
I
story.
never saw that.
I'm pretty sure it's by James Mangold too.
Deeply underrated.
Really? Is it funny?
By the
I
way,
love John C. Reilly, though.
Now, it's not like on the level of some of these other ones.
Yeah.
But it's some of the songs, DeMarco, are not only hilarious, they're kind of catchy.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Walk
and
Hard.
Your girl's in it, Jenna Fisher.
I'm well aware.
Okay, I don't know if I want a spoof movie, but I do want the Muppet version of Conclave. Like I want Ray Fiennes to be the only human and everyone else be Muppets.
I know the Muppets
Wow.
kind of missed me.
The Muppets?
Yeah, it was all right. I
They're
like the two grumpy guys. I liked Animal. The rest of it was kind of like whatever.
I like the River Bottom Nightmare Band. Remember the band?
Was that Animal's band?
That was the band,
Okay,
yeah.
I just
There
knew
you go.
Animal was on the drums.
Yeah.
And then you also have the Jason Segel version of the Muppet movies that came out
That was
recently.
pretty good.
Am I a Muppet or a man?
The Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
That's old school.
The single worst person to criticize the Dodgers has criticized the Dodgers. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's
Absolute Sport makes sure you're there, not just watching, you're living the action. Visit us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport, and make your next sporting experience absolutely unforgettable.
All right, I've got the chips and soda covered. What about you?
I'm bringing chicharrones and the MVP, guac. Northgate Gonzalez Market makes the best guacamole. It's made fresh every day with quality ingredients, so it's always delicious. And the best part, they make it exactly the way I want it. I get extra jalapenos for me and no jalapenos for the kids. We both win.
Score a touchdown every time with guacamole from Northgate Gonzalez Markets. It makes every party a winner. The guacamole from Northgate Gonzalez Market. It's the flavor that unites us. Northgate Gonzalez Market. Every visit has a story.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon.
It's the greatest league in the world. It is the biggest league in the world. And they can't use the damn chip in the football to determine whether or not Josh Allen got the first down.
They have digital technology that can give you an exact 10-yard measurement. I mean exact, down to the centimeter. And they still use the chain gang. Why are we using the
chain gang is comical. How is it that it is 2025 and they are still using these chains to determine what a first down is?
And Mace, if you put that chip in the football, literally you'd have it down to the inch where the ball was when a guy stopped, how close it is to where you need to go. And it would speed up the game.
Exactly.
Get rid of the chain gang. I don't get it either.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
It can just flash up on the screen. First down.
First down.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Steve Mason and John Ireland, today at noon.
Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. 710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun.
I'm up all night.
Emily,
to
do you
get
drink
lucky.
Greg's coffee?
I
good.
don't.
You don't. It's delicious.
It's good.
I have had it before, not today.
Okay. Jorge, you're drinking it.
Oh, yeah.
DeMarco, you're drinking it. I just poured a new cup, and Greg put a coffee pot in his office that's a little stronger than the main stuff.
Oh, it's stronger? Good.
You just said
that
you want to do what?
Our ayahuasca. I'm trying to talk you into doing one of those. One of those retreats. I think we can do it. It'll be fun.
New
be
remote idea? We all going remote and do ayahuasca?
We just have to broadcast
Can
while
I
do
Maker's Mark instead of
No,
ayahuasca?
we got to go do it. Yeah. Maybe we'll go sit in the dark like Aaron Rodgers for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But I have some coffee, some bag. I get like a lot of stuff, and some of these bags of coffee are like they have skull and crossbones on them. Like the caffeine level is through the roof.
That's the death wish coffee or whatever it is. Yeah.
I don't have the guts to try it.
You want to take me down with you?
Well, might as well. Let's go.
Okay.
Shared experience, right?
Funny you say that because I told Greg, I was like, "What kind of grounds or beans do you want me to bring in? Because I want to try this one with the skull and everything."
Yeah.
He's like, "Dude, whatever you feel like drinking."
You down?
I was this close to buy it. Yeah. But it was just the beans. It wasn't actually. It was ground.
Okay, I got the ground up stuff.
Okay,
you down?
I'm
Let's
down.
Go.
Yeah, bring it.
Here we go.
Do we have a defibrillator here at 710?
You better get the.
And by the way, does it have like when you have to split headphones and you get the splitter so two people can listen?
Right.
We're gonna need a defibrillator splitter between the two of us.
Get the righty up.
Trav's down. So's DeMarco. Jorge's down. Greg's down.
Get your helmet. Start warming up.
Yeah. My goodness.
I don't think he's coming back. Oh, my God.
I think as a general rule, things with a skull and crossbones are things we should probably skip.
I want to try it, though. Come on. Let's see what
What's
happens.
the caffeine level? Like, what's the difference between what you have and, like, say, a normal cup of Starbucks coffee?
A lot. I'll look.
Double,
I don't know what the numbers
quad?
are, but they say it's triple the amount of caffeine in a normal cup of coffee.
You should have what Mason has. I know he has like insane amount of caffeine and everything.
He does a bunch of espresso shots.
He does. Yeah. He's got that iced tea that's the size of a bucket.
Yeah.
He brings that in every day.
Let's give it a shot. Come on, why not? Come on.
Trying to think if do I want to have a heart attack from a caffeine overdose, or do I want to hallucinate? Those are my two choices.
Remember when I said we were in Florida and we almost killed Kevin Carter? We almost killed the first rounder?
Yeah.
It was because of that. This is when ephedra was legal, and he'd never tried it. And he was really excited because he was going back to Florida to play. And we're like, here, try this. You'll play like Superman.
Oh.
And he was going bonkers, and then he crashed.
How would it manifest? Because I know in baseball, they've gotten rid of this in baseball now.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
They used to have the loaded coffee and the not loaded coffee.
Andy Van Slyke told me they used to have greenies right there.
No,
like actual amphetamines.
A bowl of them, or they would be in the coffee. There were literally two coffee pots. There was coffee, and then there was the other coffee pot that had the amphetamines in it.
Crazy. Okay. Love this. But yes, it was just like little ephedra pills.
Yeah.
Like, what do you call those? Rip Fuel.
Okay.
Remember those old workout? Yeah, we gave him 2. He played like gangbusters. We came back to the side. Kevin was out. Didn't know why. We came back to the sideline, and there's Kevin sprawled out on the sideline. Just sprawled out like he's doing like a snow angel. Completely out. I can't stop my heart.
Isn't Kevin the same one who you went to his wedding and nearly got eaten by an alligator?
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was a fun one.
Maybe you two guys shouldn't hang out together.
That
you guys seemed like bad stuff happens.
I didn't know about Florida and heat. It was his fault, man. July wedding. Come on.
Outside?
Outside with black tuxedos on.
No.
Bunch of crazy people. Yeah. Nuts. Almost got eaten by an alligator. I didn't know. I passed out. Me and his dad. Well, his dad woke me up. Me and one of his friends from Florida had a drinking contest, drinking champagne.
In the sun?
In the sun. I fell asleep on the 9th hole in Florida.
Okay.
And his dad was kicking me. Get up, boy. I'm like, what are you doing? Am I embarrassing the group? No. Look. There's like alligators sitting there looking at
Sober up pretty fast.
Get your butt up right now. Yes, this ain't California.
Freaking dinosaur coming at you.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they are. They literally are.
Yes.
They're dinosaurs. I don't need any part of those
This
things.
ain't California. Boy, what you doing?
No, it's not.
See? My bad.
No, it's not. Of all of the people, Hank Steinbrenner, owner of the Yankees, says that the Dodgers are doing too much. Here is his quote. It's difficult for most of us owners to be able to do the kind of things that they're doing. We'll see if it pays off.
Okay, wait. What does he mean by that? We'll see if it pays off as far as what? Winning?
Winning a title.
Okay, there's still no guarantee, right?
Say again, Em?
After they just beat your butt.
Yeah, they did.
Well, you kind of gave it to him.
But
yeah.
Well, they gave that game to him.
You're
that's for sure. The Yankees can't say this. They're if you are the Tampa Bay Rays, if you are the Sacramento A's, which sounds weird to say, if you are the the Cincinnati Reds, and you want to say, hey man, I can't play in that pool. Oh, listen, the Yankees, because here's why this is so stupid. The Yankees are worth $2 billion more than the Los Angeles Dodgers are worth. Okay, the Dodgers, and according to the estimates, are worth about $5.5 billion.
Wow.
Okay, the Yankees are worth about $7.5 billion.
Got to be the biggest brand.
The Yankees
in the world.
I don't know what the Cowboys are worth. I don't know what the Lakers.
Okay,
are
but
worth.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but the Lakers, the Cowboys, the Yankees,
soccer,
the soccer. There are some, but
they're up there.
The Yankees are on the list.
Okay.
They're the most valuable baseball. The Dodgers are the second most valuable. They're two. If you can barely make your ends meet, Mr. Steinbrenner, if you are in such dire financial straits, sell the team and see what happens. There will be a line of people around the block willing to buy the Yankees.
I'll throw a bid
to go in and do this thing and go spend money like the Dodgers.
Wait, what exactly did he say again? Because a lot of this is Dodger fandom coming out.
It's difficult for most of us owners to be able to do the kind of things that the Dodgers are doing.
It's difficult for most. Okay, he's speaking for most of the owners.
Most of us. He puts himself in.
Okay,
there.
Most of us. Well, he is an owner. He can say us, but it is true. Like you said, most of the other owners can't do this.
He can't say it because what the Yankees did. Let me rephrase. What the Dodgers are doing is exactly what the Yankees did multiple times.
Of course. Now finish what he said though.
What's that?
He said
we'll see if
most
it pays
of
off.
us. He really didn't say anything inflammatory.
No, he's crying poor as the owner of the Yankees. That's ridiculous.
I don't think he's crying poor.
It's difficult for most of us to be able to do what they're doing.
That's true.
It's not difficult for you, Yankees.
He could, if he would have said the key word in this is us. If he would have said it's difficult for most of the league to do what the Dodgers are doing.
Okay, most of us owners, most of the owners, except for me.
It's most of the league has trouble doing what the Dodgers are doing.
Which is true.
Okay.
Which is true.
Most of us, no. You tried to get Juan Soto. He just decided to go somewhere else. You tried to give him $700 million. He just decided to take their $700 million.
Okay, it depends on how you look at it. I don't think it's that bad because it's true.
The height of hypocrisy.
He is an owner, and most of the owners can't do this, and we don't know if it's going to pay off.
He also says that it doesn't. It might not pay off. I think that if you are the Reds or the A's or the Rays or any of these other teams that don't have the resources that the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Red Sox and these other teams do, your hope is, look, our challenge is to get in, and then it's oddly a quasi-level playing field because baseball's weird. Even the worst team beats the best team in baseball like 30% of the time. It's a weird deal.
But doesn't that come down to manpower sometimes, though?
Sometimes it does.
The randomness of baseball?
But not always. Sometimes it's just lucky.
But you've got so many freaking arms. There's no hole.
So they don't have a hole.
Yeah.
But even if a holeless team, which I like that.
Yeah.
Even a holeless team, I'm just going to put a smile on my face for a while. I like that a lot.
There's no seriously though. On paper, where's your weakness?
I'll use it. There isn't
Dave
one.
Roberts?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
no.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't get hung up in the details.
No,
the big pick. 2 years ago, the Atlanta Braves were the best team in baseball. I think they won like 107 games. The A's swept them in a 4-game series.
Okay, it happens.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's
just
baseball. Weird stuff happens.
Yeah.
So this idea that we'll see what happens, he's right about that. But the Yankees can't be the team saying, hey, we can't do this. Yes, you can. And there'd be a line of people that would like to do it. And I would still go back to what some of these other guys are saying. The owner of every single one of these teams is a billionaire. They're choosing not to spend the money. This idea that they're barely... The Cubs put out this ridiculous statement.
I heard Jack Flaherty say the same thing.
This ridiculous statement about how they had operating losses of... Okay, then why do you still own them? If this is such a bad business, why do they never come up for sale? And when they do come up for sale, why are they always worth more than what you paid for them? If this is such a money-losing operation...
You're going to make money, and they're all billionaire owners, but I don't think everybody can do this.
Not everybody can.
Not everyone has
what
I'm not even sure if the Yankees can do this.
Yes, they can.
Sure, they can.
I mean, for the
they're worth more than the Dodgers.
For the Japan connection, this is a guaranteed cash cow for the next 10 years.
No, but again, that's why the Dodgers went and did what they did.
I take that back even longer. You just signed another one.
No, they have roots there that other teams don't have yet and may not have
Dodgers.
for a very long time.
That's what I'm saying.
The Yankees can, and they have.
I think the Yankees could and did, but this is different.
It's not. I guess that's what I'm getting at. It's not different. It's just it's newer.
What other team has Ohtani Japanese money?
No. Don't get hung
global
up on
superstar.
The Dodgers don't have more money than the Yankees. The Yankees
no,
have
not
more
at
than the
all.
Dodgers.
But now that I have this guy,
sure.
I have a guaranteed source of income for the next
set up to be
some odd years. So
I get it, but that doesn't. He's going to get older. The next guy's going to. They're going to have to figure out a way to continue this thing. It doesn't. None of this lasts forever. It's very
not at all
fleeting.
But while the iron is hot and it's smoking, it's white hot,
and that's what they're doing.
And I'm going all in right now. Right, that's what I'm saying.
But that's what the Yankees. That's exactly what they did when they had Jeter and
he
Posada
didn't pick
and all
there.
those guys.
Those guys didn't pick New York. They picked L.A. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah,
but and again, this whole thing about the Dodgers are out. They're not. But the Dodgers have signed contracts that are either slightly below market value or at market value.
Yeah.
They're not doing the thing like the Angels have to do, where the only way we can get is we'll pay you 20% extra.
Who's the guy they just signed?
Kirby Yates.
And that's under market value.
It's about at market value.
See, I mean, I'd want to be here too.
The difference is, they're signing all the players.
Yeah, I'd want to be here too.
It's not just like one or two. Here's the argument again.
Maybe I would. Yeah.
Here's what the Dodgers have done this offseason. This is bananas.
Yeah.
Just this offseason, they have signed Blake Snell, Tanner Scott, Roki Sasaki, Michael Conforto, Haesung Kim. They re-signed Teoscar Hernandez for slightly below market value potentially. Blake Trinan, extended Tommy Edman, and signed Kirby Yates.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 guys.
You're eating a double cheeseburger, and I'm over here starving. See, look at you. No, and you're telling me how good it tastes.
The Yankees are having a
Hungry?
double cheeseburger there, too. They just bought theirs last week.
Hungry?
Not as fresh. Adam Silver, pretty interesting idea. He's kind of going to steal from baseball a little bit, and I think it's the right plan. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Here's the right plan if you are hurt in an accident, DeMarco. If you lost property in the Eaton fire, you need to pick up the phone and call the law offices of Joseph S. Normand.
I didn't even think of that. I mean, until Joe called you, told you about the fire and what you can and can't do for that Eaton fire. Definitely. But if you have an accident, a car accident, rear-ended, what have you, something falls on your head, make sure you have someone in your corner that knows what they're talking about and can fight back against these insurance companies. They're only out to hose you. They really are. And Joe is a bulldog for his clients.
And you can think the insurance company will get you, hey, we got this for you. You might actually think, hey, that's not so bad. That's not.
No.
Make sure an expert is looking at it. Make sure that Joe is looking at it, because the insurance company does what's good for the insurance, and Joe is going to do what's good for you.
Took an $8,000 settlement to over 60 in a few months just with a few phone calls. So like I said, if you have any sort of question, call this number, 213-747-2000, 213-747-2000, or normandlegal.com.
And make sure he knows that Travis DeMarco sent you over.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Mina Kimes, host of the Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny, here to tell you about a live podcast taping I am doing in Los Angeles Monday, February 3rd, right before the Super Bowl. I am joined by Greg Rosenthal, Jordan Rodrigue, Chris Ryan, Andy Greenwald, and the Rams' own Kobe Turner. 100% of your ticket proceeds go to wildfire relief here in Los Angeles. Check it out, minapodlive.com.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. And with the big game almost here, it's now or never. Don't miss out on the last football game of the season with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the big game. Prize Picks is also giving away a free pick for the big game where one of the starting quarterbacks will only need to throw for 1 yard to win. If you're correct on at least one more projection, you can win real cash. Check out the promos tab to tail any of our Super Sweat Millie Winners big game lineups. If you tail a lineup that goes 3 for 3, you can win a split of $1 million in promo funds. Download the app today and use code TRAV to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TRAV for first-time users. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Duval. And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
If you're feeling down, I just want to make you happier, babe.
What happened to him?
Who?
He hasn't released music for like 3 years. I think he's writing new music, but we'll see. Harry Styles.
Another One Direction dude.
Yep.
There are a lot of guys that came out of that, right?
He won the Best Album of the Year Grammy for this album.
Three guys came out of this band that were popular?
How many people were in the band to begin
all
with?
of them did.
How many were in One Direction?
So there was Zayn, Liam, Niall.
That's the only ones I know. And the other two,
Harry, and
One died.
Yeah, that was Liam.
Liam died.
Okay.
He fell off a balcony or something. Yeah,
Sad.
weird. But yeah, fun stuff. I love this dude. I love this whole album. The watermelon sugar whole drama saga thing.
Well, there wasn't really drama around it. It's just there's a hidden meaning behind the term watermelon
We
sugar.
didn't know. We had no idea. And our little softball girls were singing that.
If you don't tell them what it's about, then
We didn't tell them, but once we found out as parents, we can't let you sing that
come
song.
on.
Once we found out, we just kind of turned the channel. Yeah.
It
Travis
involves-
is like, what's happening?
It's an act. Watermelon sugar high.
Don't explain. During the break. It's just like Puff the Magic Dragon was not about a dragon. It was about.
Well, it was if you were 6. If you're 26, it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can work on 2 different levels.
Kind.
Here.
Yes. Like Cake by the Ocean.
Exactly. It can involve cake.
I'd love a slice
by
of
the
cake
ocean.
while I look at the ocean.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
Exactly, DeMarco.
Right.
Cake? What kind of cake are we talking about? German chocolate? Carrot? What are we talking about?
It's my cake, as Mason was saying.
I love cake.
Yeah.
But also, Harry was like on tour for like 2 straight years. He was busy. I think he's relaxed. I think he's doing movies. He also got a hair transplant, I think.
Oh. Did he really?
Yeah,
Okay.
his hair specifically moved up.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty good at that now, right?
All the
hair
turkey
stuff.
The hair transplants, like before, it's like hair transplant, and a bad one is a bad one.
You can spot it from a mile.
Away.
Yeah.
Like sometimes now you need the before and after pics. Like, hey, this guy's hairline was at the top of his head, and now it's back where it belongs, and he's 10 years older.
I mean, there's like John Cena, which clearly that's a.
Did he have? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'm almost okay.
That's
Again,
what
alleged,
it is.
alleged.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is weird
Joel
about him?
McHale.
Joel McHale. Tom Brady.
What if they start at the bottom, now we're here?
What, Brady's got hair too? Brady? Really? No, come on.
Go back and look at some pictures.
I'm not. Nope, I won't.
Go look
Nope.
at pictures at 2016 and look
Really?
at 2025.
No.
And, you know a lot of guys that regrow their hair in their 40s?
It's TB12, man. Come on, he takes
It's
care of
the
himself.
strawberries and the avocado ice cream.
He takes care of himself. What do you want?
I could never do it. Not because I don't want to, or
The
not because I
transplants?
don't think it looks good. I think if you get a good one, it looks great.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I would be the guy that got the hair transplants.
Just
And it's like, a long, awkward recovery, too, or you can't go out in public for a bit, or you have to wear hair. So, because I don't have TikTok anymore, but...
You don't?
No, I deleted the app after the, message that came up when it came back on. But in Turkey, they do them for cheap. And so every flight to and from Turkey is almost full of men of a certain
bald
age.
men.
Or men that have the little wraps around their heads, or like, in terms of like recovery wraps, and dimples in their forehead from the incisions. So, yeah.
I want to show up with the Matt Damon something about Mary Teeth one of these days. Just like, yo, what's up?
The chompers.
It's like, what do you got going on?
Wow.
Over there, Trav? All right, so I want you to listen to this. This is Adam Silver talking about one of the things that they're at least kicking around the idea of trying to make the NBA, a little bit more like baseball in the sense of try to kind of juice the regular season a little bit.
And this is Dan Patrick with Adam Silver, so you'll hear a little bit of Dan Patrick.
As we get more involved in global basketball, the NBA is the only league that plays 48 minutes. And I am a fan of 4 10-minute quarters. I'm not sure that many others are. I mean, putting aside what it means for records and things like that, I think that a 2-hour format for a game is more consistent with sort of modern television habits. I don't think people in arenas aren't asking us to shorten the game, but I think as a television program, being 2 hours, that's Olympic basketball is 2 hours. College basketball, of course, is
Yeah, but
is
if
40
you
minutes.
like it, I'd say it has kind of a little bit of a push there.
Yeah, but it's such a dramatic change to the game. I mean, I think something like that would have to be talked more about over time. I mean, incidentally...
But the pitch clock was dramatic, Commissioner.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I'm a fan of what baseball did. I'm a baseball fan, and I think some of those changes have really increased sort of the engagement, the entertainment value of the game. And so I'm paying a lot of attention to that. And in fact, I've used the pitch clock, the sort of the increasing the size of the base, et cetera, in meetings at the NBA to say, if baseball, which is more locked into tradition, and I don't mean that negatively, than any other sport. And part of what baseball provides is the tradition, the legacy, that if they're able to make those changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to look at changes as well.
You true. A couple of times. What were the hmms for?
I'm just thinking out loud. I mean, did the changes in baseball bring me closer to the game?
Bring you closer to the game?
Just thinking like of the casual perspective. You and Clinton are going to watch baseball.
Yep.
The casual fan that's going to kind of watch it more in October.
Okay.
Did the changes to speed up the game draw more of them to the game?
I think it did.
You think so?
I think it made it a better television product. I don't know if the guy that hated baseball now watches baseball. I don't think you're getting that guy. But the guy that was like, man, if I turn on the Dodger game tonight, I don't have 3.5 hours to go through this, but I got 2.5. You know, like I can drop in and out of a 2.5 hour thing a lot easier than a 3.5 hour.
Did it make it more exciting?
It made it a better game to watch on TV.
Okay,
I think that's the
Yeah.
answer, is that it became a better television show.
You know, you said that about the TGL. Tiger got a what do you call that? He got a penalty for not
a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. I do think you're right. The TV aspect of it needs a clock, because that is the one thing that does drive me crazy. It's wasted time.
Yeah.
When I'm watching the pitcher circle the mound or the batter drop out of the box forever, I hate that. Just get on with it. So I love that part. If basketball thinks why does basketball think they need to get faster?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily the goal is to be faster. I think the goal is to get their players, their best players, their star players, to play more. And I think that
in games by playing less.
Yeah. So we're not going to, the thing that's always flowed, the players' biggest complaint, the reason that load management is a thing that we've just all come to kind of accept as
seasons
life.
is too damn long.
There's too many games.
Yeah.
And there's too many games in a short period of time. Like the Lakers are in the middle of a 4 games and 6 nights situation. That's a lot of basketball.
So if you shorten the minutes, you shorten the season, but you keep the same number of games?
You keep the same number of games, but if you took 8 minutes out of every game, you're basically pulling about 8 or 10 games out of the season.
Well, who would hate this?
I don't know. You know,
LeBron scores?
The ability to break records.
Yeah,
stacking.
scores.
Yeah.
But Adam Silver himself said it. Basketball is not a numbers-driven sport. Football's not
we do celebrate.
There are some
the points leaders and stuff.
I get it, but you're still going to have the guy that leads the league in points. You're still going to have the guy that leads the league in average points per game. But baseball is a counting stat thing, right?
Yeah.
The accumulate. Football and basketball really aren't. We talk about MVPs, we talk about championships, but you know, if you told me who has the most rushing yards ever, what's the number? I think it's Emmitt Smith. I think so, but I couldn't tell you for sure. You know what I mean? And it's not like, oh, Barry Bonds has the most home runs.
It's a different sport. I got you.
If baseball can change things, then I think other sports can do it too. And I'll kind of use this. This is a little anecdotal, but I think it's a good example. The basketball that we just watched in the Olympics.
Yeah.
The game between the Americans and the French in the semis, and then the Americans, and I believe it was Serbia in the finals.
Fun.
Super fun. And the game went by fast.
Bang, 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 bang.
All of a sudden, you're in the fourth quarter, and there's 4 minutes to go, and it feels like the fourth quarter just started.
Okay, if you want to speed it up, I'm with you on that. I didn't think it needed that. I didn't think basketball needs to change. But if it's to get rid of load management, which I hate,
I think
and
that
wear
I'm all in
and tear
favor
on
of
body.
it.
I think it's wear and tear, which means
I care about the wear and tear.
I got to load manage you because I got to make sure, like we're talking about LeBron, I got to make sure LeBron's healthy in April, so I got to let him time off in December. But if I know I'm playing less totally, maybe that helps.
Get tougher. That's the old guy in me. Just get tougher. Now they want to shorten the game.
They're never going to roll it back. You know what I mean?
What do you call those? What do you call the new kids after us? We're Gen X.
Well, there's
Millennials.
millennials,
Yeah,
there's Gen Y,
look,
there's...
Now we're changing the game, millennials. Now we got to make it shorter because you can't play hard.
Things always change.
See?
I think if we get precious about this stuff is when we don't get better things.
If I took your phone, you'd freak out. If I locked you out of your house, you'd cry. See, that's the stuff we grew up with.
I hear
Hand
you
you
on
a
that.
hose with water. You wouldn't know what to do.
The sports stuff that we get pressure. Well, you can't have a pitch clock. Why not?
Yeah, give it a shot.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
When he said it, I didn't know that the NBA is the only league in the world that plays 48 minutes. I didn't know that.
Yeah, soccer's 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Like league in the world.
Yeah, the basketball.
That was the other So the National Football League?
No, basketball league.
Basketball league. Okay, he said league.
Yeah, I think it was implied that it was basketball.
See, now you're generalized, like Steinbrenner again.
Oh,
See?
my God.
He said league. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Either it's going to matter or it's not.
Let's
Come
just
on.
leave everything the same as it ever was. I got
more
nothing
than
I give
48
up.
minutes.
That's what I said. He said no league plays 48 minutes.
Never change a thing.
But
Just
that
leave
was-
everything the way that it's always been.
That was the other. Wait a minute. I thought
And
we
by the
played
way,
60 over
the
here.
generations are Gen X, Millennial, Gen Z, Gen Alpha.
What's the group that's playing right now in the NBA? The youngest player
It's actually
is
mostly probably Gen Z.
Millennials and Zs.
Yeah.
The youngest player in the NBA is a millennial or a Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Look, I hope you're happy. They're changing the game because of you.
Gen
Get
Z
tough.
is me and younger.
Come on, making it shorter.
I think what they need to do, and it's whether it's making it shorter, I don't know what the tweaks are. They have to do something to make the regular season valuable because
to
it
keep them
is
playing
a slog.
If you got to make, if you gave me a slog of the best players every night, I wouldn't complain. Find a way to do that. Maybe that's it.
If they could do that, okay.
Right.
But that's not what's happening. So
Every
we
time
gotta
I turn on
adjust.
the Lakers, there's LeBron. When I turn on the Sixers, there's Embiid.
Nope. Not last
If it's
night.
a high wind, he gets hurt.
Yeah,
But you know what I'm saying.
It's just that you have to find. You have 82 games that everybody are waiting to be over so we can start the part that we care about.
Plus, he went out to say
that's a problem.
Plus, he went out to say that if you shorten the quarters, you might avoid some of this, management stuff.
Every time, I'm not a Knicks fan. Every time I turned on the Knicks, there was Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's not coming back.
No.
That's not good. You can bang on the table all you want and drink as much hose
Way to
water
go,
as you
millennials.
like. You can get locked out of the house and be a latchkey
Wouldn't know
kid.
what to do.
It's not going to change a
Hose
thing.
water, not bad when
I
you're
drank out of the hose. Everybody else sucks.
You're right.
Congrats, guys. Congrats on hose water.
Fact and Caps next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano at Los Angeles International Airport. Changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save
Hi,
travelers'
my name is
time, and
Victoria. I am from Sylmar, California, and I just want to say thank you to all the firefighters for everything that you've done. You are so brave, so just amazing and brave, and we appreciate everything you've done for the city.
I want to thank them. Without them, the fire wouldn't be the way it is right now. Little help like you guys asked for. I got a few bobbleheads, a few jerseys, a few shirts that are brand new, and some baseball cards.
Thank you so much for the first responders and for the firefighters that are helping the community and the people of California, and especially Los Angeles. And thank you so much for your work, and keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the real heroes.
My name's Alfredo Famath, and I'm from Sylmar, right next to the Hearst fire. We got evacuated, but I really want to thank the firefighters for saving my house and my friends' houses. I appreciate you guys, and without you guys, I don't know where to be at, probably without a home, but I really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
What's up, everybody? Cappy here, InsideCrypto.com, and I just want to take a second to thank all the first responders, the firefighters, but I'm going to take another direction here. I was talking about it on the air. Our friends at Lazy Dog and LA Live have been feeding all these firefighters. I'm going to send a shout out to all the wait staff who are feeding the firefighters, who can then feel good, be nourished, go to sleep, and then get out there and fight those fires. So to everybody that's helping, appreciate all y'all.
Hey, Henry Ramos here from El Monte. Hey, first responders, thank you for everything you guys are doing, and keep fighting on. And this is for Los Angeles. Thank you guys, and keep going. We love you, LA.
Hey guys, it's Mina Kimes, host of the Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny, here to tell you about a live podcast taping I am doing in Los Angeles Monday, February 3rd, right before the Super Bowl. I am joined by Greg Rosenthal, Jordan Rodrigue, Chris Ryan, Andy Greenwald, and the Rams' own Kobe Turner. 100% of your ticket proceeds go to wildfire relief here in Los Angeles. Check it out, minapodlive.com.
Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap.
Right now. Take it away, producer Emily.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Hi, guys.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
Hey. What happened?
We were playing my favorite game that you can play with your friends at a bar. It's like, why are these people here? What's their relationship to each other? It's a fun thing to do when you're looking at strangers. You look outside our window, there's a conference happening, and you're like, oh, why are they all together?
What do you think those people do for a living?
The people out there?
Yeah.
They're from Absolute.
No. The people in the quad out by the hotel.
I have no idea. I think they're from Marriott, I think.
They're all employees?
Like a Marriott convention.
Good guess.
That would fit.
I think it's real estate.
Could be that.
Yeah.
They told me on the way in. It's a Marriott convention.
Well, that's no fun. That's the game.
Sorry.
That defeats the
Did I
game.
ruin the game?
Yes.
Oh,
that's okay.
It looks like the Matrix.
It was all middle-aged white people.
There's some young folk down there. I think that's what your eyes went to. But yeah, there's some people down there.
Shout out to Marriott. We love you. We'd love some free things.
I'll stay at JW all the time.
By the way, my best friend's parent might be over there. Shout out Christine's mom. All right.
What up, Christine's mom?
Okay. So my roommate, love him to death, tends to be of a little bit of a hypochondriac. He thinks that everything is norovirus and, like, you just have a tummy ache. Like, you know, he thinks that he gets a cold every time he's around his little niece who's, like, 3 years old. I'm like, I think you just have a sniffle. He's a little bit of a hypochondriac. So you have a hypochondriac in your life. Travis, Factor Cap.
Cap. It's an easy cap because my family is the exact opposite of whatever the opposite of a hypochondriac is. Nobody in my family goes to the doctor. No, everybody says everything's fine. I don't need it. No. Cap. It's like the bone sticking out of the skin. It'll be fine. It'll heal.
It's like, just a flush.
Yeah, they're the opposite of that. I have to basically here's my rule with my mother in particular. She's not feeling well. I'm like, you haven't felt well for a few weeks. I'm fine. I'm like, okay, here's what I'm doing. I'm telling you should go to the doctor. That way, if something happens to you, I can at least feel good about it. Because I told you to go. So I'm off the hook.
Absolve me.
Because the last thing I want is, I really should have insisted that you go see I told you to go to the doctor and you chose not to go.
God.
They never go.
I heard that.
DeMarco, do you have a hypochondriac in your life?
I'm trying to think, am I the hypochondriac? Because it's not me. It's my daughter. If sniffles, sore throat, I go into dad doctor mode. So I get the steamer out, the big vapor rub, the whole 9. Yeah, the whole thing, every trick in the book. So I wonder if it's
just
me.
Being a parent.
Okay, then fair. Yeah. So I'll go fact, I do. It's actually my sister-in-law. My sister, my brother, my oldest brother's wife is a hypochondriac. Anything, whatever, she's always, I'm about to take this. There's always something brewing. Yes, she's a hypochondriac.
Never Google your symptoms is a good rule
Never.
of thumb.
Yes, okay.
All right, Jorge.
In the family or within our friend circle?
You have a hypochondriac in your life.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Rolando, he's anywhere we go. Oh, I'm getting the sniffles because I touched that doorknob or because I ate this. Same as your friend, Emily. Just anything he does.
Yeah.
He's very...
I would venture to say that most hypochondriacs in my life are all men. They all just like, oh, no, I got the man sickness.
No, here's what you don't understand. We get much sicker than you do.
Oh, really?
Are you really going to sell that?
My cold is far more acute than yours.
Right, like once a month when my insides went to hit me in the...
That's just science, Emily. If you don't understand science, that's your problem.
Yeah, that's insane.
I got germ phobes. Most of my do germphobe friends are guys, but not.
Bit of that.
Yeah,
I'm not incapacitated by it, but I don't like to touch things.
I got some monk level people. They just won't do things.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I even got a sanitizer thing in my car because gas stations.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I was reading this morning an article about like what it would take to pass the FBI physical fitness test. Like in order to be an agent, you had to pass a certain test.
Remember the pull-ups.
Pull-ups, running, sit-ups, etc. So specifically, the sit-ups. For men, you have to do 38 sit-ups in a minute. For women, you have to do 35 sit-ups in a minute.
problem.
And if you stop, you're
Yes, consecutive reps.
Yes. So you have to do 38 in a minute. That's over 1 per second. Or
No, it's less.
under.
Yes, under 1 per second.
Yeah.
All right. So DeMarco, you would pass this test.
Oh, fact. Sit-ups? Yes.
And it's the full sit-ups. Your arms are like this. You have to come all the way up.
Elbows to knees, kind of.
Yep.
Sit-ups, no problem. Somebody sitting on my feet, I hope,
in
right?
a minute. Yes.
No, that we're holding down the hill.
Yeah. Somebody sitting on my feet, no problem. The pull-ups, out. If my life came down to a pull-up, dead man. Yeah.
Travis?
What he said.
Yeah.
The sit-ups, I don't think I could do it today, but if you gave me a couple of weeks to get ready for it, I know for a fact I could do the sit-ups because I've
and then
done
the
that.
run is a mile and a half. I don't know what the time is, but
I could do that too. I'm sure I could. The pull-ups, go ahead and end it. I can't do one. Even when I was young and strong,
Done.
That dead hang, nope.
Can't do it.
All right, Jorge?
Yeah, give me push-ups, give me a mile, give me pull-ups, whatever. I mean, the pull-ups with you guys.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
15 and, I'm gassed.
Yeah.
15?
I mean, back even when I was younger, I was like,
I couldn't do 5.
I'm 15.
Yeah.
Right.
15, you're an Olympian,
After that,
dude.
I was like, I'm done, bro.
Yeah, you should
Do
be
it again.
in
No,
the
I
Olympics
can't.
or
forget it.
CrossFit competitions. That's
my
insane.
God.
Yeah, but
No
see, I
way.
used to have that bar at home.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you can either do it like this or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
They're
So
both
I was able to do
impossible.
5 of each, and then I was like, okay, I'm done.
Way.
But I mean, no, I'm 21.
Sit-ups is like the first exercise we learned.
And they're, I don't know,
Yeah.
they're
It's the
not challenging to me.
No, just
Yeah.
get
I think it's the speed that would get me.
Yeah.
Like having to do
Yeah,
that
that's it.
many in a
Yeah.
minute would be the speed thing. All right, so have you guys ever seen the movie Before Sunrise?
No.
Okay.
Who's in it?
Ethan Hawke, Julie Delpy. They walk around Vienna and talk.
Nope.
But there was a rewatchables about it yesterday where it's basically they call it the Gen X
Wait a
movie.
minute.
It's very Gen X.
I have seen this. My wife likes this movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie,
Yeah.
and the chemistry between the two main actors is super palpable. Like
Who's the female lead?
Julie Delpy. She's French.
I have seen this one. Okay.
So I stand by that. I think at some point in life, like they are soulmates. They are meant to be together, and I think that at one point in life they were together at some point. Who knows? You have ever believed that the two stars in a movie are actually in love because of that chemistry? Jorge, Patrick Cap.
Yeah, but it's a Mexican film. You guys won't know about this.
It's okay. One of our listeners might.
Okay, so Amores Perros. There's this film. Both of those guys, the main guys, it's basically Romeo and Juliet in Mexico City, right? So Romeo and Juliet, like just for the sake of the story, they played it off as if they were dating. I recently saw, heard on a podcast or like on a, whatever, on YouTube, because I like watching YouTube stuff.
And listening to music, yeah.
So I'm listening to this, episode, and they interviewed both of this because it's 25 years after this movie's made. And they said that was their first role getting in, starting their acting careers. And then they sold it as if they were together. And then they asked, like, okay, did you guys have feelings for each other? And they were like, well, I was dating at the time. And the guy was like, well, I wasn't. But even nowadays, when they look back, they're like, it seems like you guys had that chemistry, and it seems like this could have sparked something outside of the movie. So, yeah, I've seen that. And I believe it.
Yeah, fact. I can't give you like a tangible example, but there have been films where the two, love interests look deeply in love with one another. And I don't know if they're just great actors or they're actually in love with one another.
Yeah.
Because when the chemistry isn't there, it's super obvious.
Oh, yeah, it's not working.
super obvious, Tom Cruise. But when there are other movies where you're like, yeah, I could totally see the two of them together. But I think for sure.
Sidebar. Why are you asking?
I'm just bringing it up because of the movie Before Sunrise. I listened to a podcast and people were talking about it. Why are you asking why I'm asking?
Are you falling in love or something?
No, I'm asking because the Before Sunrise. So it was the 30th anniversary earlier this week. There was a rewatchables episode about it. I listened to it yesterday.
Okay, fact. This one doesn't count. Have you seen The Getaway?
Tell me
Alec
the
Baldwin.
plot.
It's a heist film. They rob and they get away.
Sounds familiar, but that's a lot of movies.
It's what's his butt, Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger. They play this couple, and it's so great, but they were actually married while they were doing it, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
You seen that?
I have.
What was it?
It's
Mickey and Mallory.
Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, Mickey and Mallory. I actually believe they existed. And the last one is Star is Born. Lady Gaga and Bradley. What's his face?
Oh yeah, when they performed at the Oscars,
people thought they were really in love. Yeah, they sold it.
The Notebook. Ryan Gosling. They also did.
They actually hated each other while filming it, and then they got together later.
I mean, I'm like, that could work, you know.
And then also, almost every Spider-Man and like their love interest have fallen in love. Well, it's not always Mary Jane. Sometimes it's Gwen Stacy and whatever. But the partner to Spider-Man, every live action has fallen in love. And now Zendaya and Tom are engaged.
Was that Sweeney and Powell movie where they go to the wedding for their friend?
They've played that off as like they wanted it to be teased as if they were falling in love together.
What was Anyone But You?
Anyone But You, but they were not.
What was the Russell Crowe one where he actually did fall in love with the guy's wife?
A Beautiful Mind?
Nope, it was the other Randy Quaid's wife. She was really popular.
Meg Ryan?
Meg Ryan and Russell Crowe did a movie together, and then fell in love.
It happens. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
It happens.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Hey, man.
That was kind of a fun
You know
movie.
where they stayed at during the filming of that?
Where?
At the Pacific Palms.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they had the suites, the top suites. Yeah, I used to have a friend.
Didn't they film it like South Pass or something?
No, they actually shot. Okay, so off the 60 freeway where the Best Buy is, once you pass the Sousa, there used to be an IKEA there. So they used that as for one of the scenes, and they were shooting in that.
There's a new Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's out on Netflix.
A series.
Yeah.
No, it's on Amazon.
I haven't seen it yet.
And it's actually really good.
I watched the first half of the first episode.
Didn't like it.
I punted.
Okay.
You did?
Well,
okay.
I think it's very good.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't-
and I'm surprised it didn't catch you because it's good.
It like most of these
I like the
things,
movie.
I'm sure it's much more a me thing than a movie thing or a series thing. I found myself staring at my phone 10 minutes into it, and I'm like, I'm out.
Couldn't lock you in.
That's weird. But Donald Glover is the Mr. Smith.
Yes.
And he's really good. There's also a couple other great actors in it. The guy who plays in Narcos, who plays Pablo Escobar, is in episode 3.
That
I like
guy's
him.
great.
And then he recurs later in the season, not to spoil.
That is a great role. I love it when that guy shows up in different movies.
Pablo Escobar?
He's also in Civil War that came out last year as well. He's a photographer.
But whoever plays him, you got to play
Did
it right.
you watch both Mexico and Colombia Narcos?
Yes.
Which one did you like better?
Mexico.
Me too.
Yeah, a lot more fun
I
for me.
loved them both.
Yeah, I don't know
but
why.
I
It just
liked
resonated more.
That's Diego Luna, right?
Yeah. I love that
The
guy.
bad guy, and he's in both Colombia and Mexico. The bad guy that flies the plane with the long hair, that guy's awesome.
Is Pedro in both?
Yes, but
Okay.
briefly in the Colombia one and briefly in the Mexico.
I thought he was more in the Colombia one.
He's never the main character until the very end of the Columbia one.
Right,
Like
because I watched the first season.
Yeah. At the end of the Columbia one, he becomes much more
My
integral.
wife was an actress. Who are you acting with? Brad Pitt. I'm coming with you.
Or even Donald Glover.
Coming with you.
Good-looking man.
Probably a safe bet.
right.
I bet you he doesn't have many bad days.
Who's got this role? You're doing what?
Like
yeah, let's go.
Of all the he has very few bad days,
Well,
right?
apparently
Brad Pitt?
their divorce was incredibly messy and just recently was finalized after like 6 years.
Didn't they buy
8
like
or
a
something?
French vineyard
Something
or
like
something
that.
crazy like that?
And
you
they
heard this
adopted like
story?
10 kids.
Mike Tyson walked in
I haven't heard
on
this.
Brad Pitt
Yeah.
and Robin Givens.
No.
You haven't heard that story?
How
great
is-
story. Yeah.
we were on a golf trip, and we were up at Pebble Beach, and where the caddy's telling us the story. He goes, you see the very tip of that peninsula out there? I'm like, yeah. He goes, now do you see where the bay comes way in? You're looking at it feels like a stretch. It's like, I don't know, 10 miles long.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah, that's Brad Pitt's house.
Yeah.
I'm like, where? No. And he goes, no, that giant chunk of property, that piece of land that's sticking there, that's Brad Pitt's house. I'm like, all right, that sounds good.
We are not created equal.
No. I bet he wakes up and he's like,
yep,
today's going to be a good day. Today's going
His
to be
movie
a good day.
Wolves did not do very well. So
Who
at least he's
cares?
that.
Have a nice day.
Yeah,
okay.
I bet it doesn't bother him much that movie sucked.
Right.
I'll
no
make
doubt.
another one. Who cares?
Wow.
I'm still
Pay
Brad
off his
Pitt.
divorce.
That's right. You have many choices in your legal team. But with Joseph S. Normand, family always comes first. 213-747-2000. That's the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. He sponsors Factor Cap every single day. 213-747-2000 and normandlegal.com. I need to know if there's a way to get from LA Live and our studios all the way down to South OC because that's where I live, and I don't know if I want to get on the freeways anymore. tell you why next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
The LA Kings road trip continues on to Florida, where they'll meet the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. The Kings hosted the Panthers last Wednesday in LA and came from behind in the third period to earn a thrilling victory.
Comes Samuel Helenius, the big finish forward. Lewis drops it back. Spence shoots. It's blocked in front. Loose puck. Poke toward the goal. Score! Samuel Helenius, his first NHL goal! He pokes in the loose puck, and with 13:19 left to play, Big Sammy makes it 1-1. Spins across that shot. One-timer. Score! A right circle one-timer from Kevin Fiala. Found its way through night. And with 6:48 left, it's 2-1 LA. And it's Kempe who will lead the team back to the bench. He might have redirected it in. 5 seconds left. Kachuk tries to center. Deflected away. Spun toward the middle. That's going to do it. Kings win!
It's the Kings and the Panthers, tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
$5 in free entries when you play $5. That's code COURT. Must be at least 18 years old. Promo code, location, and other restrictions apply. Minimum deposit $25. See terms of use for details. Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-426-2537 for help.
Are you ready for a party? Party! This Saturday at Cosm, Los Angeles. It's the Michelob Ultra official Lakers watch party. Join Beto Duran broadcasting live for Lakers pre-half and post, a Lakers photo op with the championship trophy, and experience watching Lakers-Knicks tip off at 5:30 p.m. and feel like you're at MSG. That's Saturday at Cosm LA. Go to ESPNLA.com, click on the Michelob Ultra graphic, and register to reserve your spot with ESPN LA.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason in Ireland today at 1 after Travis and DeMarco.
So I did a yoga retreat. It is clothing optional.
Oh,
and
I don't need to do any naked yoga.
I opted to be close to nature.
Okay.
When I went to like these mineral waters they've got, and then the yoga, and then they grow all the food on the property. It's delicious.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason in Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar.
They're in school. They're in school. We can play this.
Oh, you forgot to tell. I still don't know what.
You don't want to know. I forgot to tell you. We'll tell you next break.
I was told on Twitter to tell you guys about a story of like an on-set romance. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys about it briefly. So in Wicked, the movie, it stars Ariana Grande, and there's another guy in the movie called Ethan Slater, and he plays a character named Bach. Doesn't really matter. Those are just two characters in the movie. Ariana Grande was married going into this movie. Ethan Slater was married going into this movie. Ethan Slater had a very pregnant wife coming into filming this movie. Wife is actually a therapist for mothers with postpartum depression. Had a very difficult pregnancy. Had the baby newborn, came to London where they were filming this movie, and Ethan Slater had started potentially hooking up with Ariana Grande.
You are a jerk, sir.
And now Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande are together. Ethan Slater was SpongeBob on Broadway. We're not talking about a guy who's super hot. It's Ethan Slater. And now he's with Ariana Grande.
Aggressive play.
Oh, my God.
And she broke off her marriage as
That's
well.
a tiki.
So there's that.
That's a tiki.
It's very complicated.
Oh, my God, bro. Really? Pregnant?
And then she...
That is a whole level of not cool.
The ex-wife put out a whole story in The Cut about it, and about like what she was going through, the grief process, and also how it changed how she is a therapist, because now her clients know who she is and know what happened to her relationship. So anyway, not great people.
I'm not saying we can't be friends, homie. You just can't come over.
That's actually an Ariana Grande song called "We Can't Be Friends" that she released this year.
You just can't come over. Yeah, my wife doesn't like you right now. I can't go golfing with you. I love you, bro, but man,
sometimes you got to make a choice.
This is you. What were you thinking? Oh my God.
Well, I know what he was thinking.
She gets me, but bro, come on,
and then
man.
it's SpongeBob. That it's the guy is SpongeBob.
What are you doing? Right. I know, but grow up sometimes. All money ain't good money. All money's not good money. Come on.
I
gotta
understand.
know.
I'm just saying.
What are you
know
doing?
exactly what he was doing. Join Beto Duran and the 710 team this Saturday, February 1st at Cosm, Los Angeles for the Michelob Ultra official Lakers watch party. Beto will be broadcasting pre-half and post. You can take photos with the championship trophy. You can watch the Lakers and the Knicks and feel like you are right there at MSG with Cosm's immersive technology. Purchase tickets at Cosm.com or the Cosm app, or you can RSVP for your chance to win at ESPNLA.com.
Or take pictures of Beto.
I got to delete all these text messages now, all these pictures.
You know what? Look, I'm not going to.
She's cross-checking all my stories.
Everybody live your own life. Go do whatever you want. I'm just telling you. You know what's really easy to keep straight?
I thought you said you were with him, and he was. See, look.
It sounds so complicated. But honestly, I'll just use this as an example because we talk about it a lot, and it's a sports one, and it's one that everybody knows.
Yeah.
When Tiger Woods' world blew up.
Oh yeah.
Okay. When his entire thing just was like, oh my gosh, wait, what? And the layers and the amount of people that were involved in all this.
Perkins.
It's just like, this just seems so wildly complicated to keep everything straight and what's going on. Who did I say? It just like. The logistics of it are exhausting.
How can you be so good at golf and so stupid with that?
The logistics of just
Did you leave a voicemail that says this is Tiger?
If you don't think I listen to that at least once a month, you don't know me very
what
well.
are you doing? You are messing up the game.
It's me. If you ever hear that tone in my voice,
you know
just,
it's right.
DeMarco, I need you to give me the ram drill. What's it called?
Butt drills.
Butt me into submission because that's something bad has happened. All right. Waymo's, the driverless rideshare thing.
Have you tried it?
No, nor will I anytime
soon.
I know Mace has, so you can ask him about it.
Mace said he did. Yeah.
They are on the freeways now. Before they were confined to surface streets.
Yeah.
And now they are allowed to travel on Los Angeles area freeways.
I don't mind that. Computers don't have road rage.
No, they don't.
See, they're nice and even keeled. Mm-hmm. See, they follow the rules of the road. I can handle that.
If there were no variables in life, I'd be 100%.
Yeah.
If it says stay in this lane and go here at this speed, it will do that. This is my problem with what could happen. I was driving to work this morning. I'm on the 405 freeway northbound, right about to make the merge onto the 110 coming into downtown.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the far left lane, and there is a stalled car in the carpool lane.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's no shoulder, or at least there's not enough shoulder for the car to get all the way into a safe spot or safer.
Short
it's
shoulder.
half in the lane and half out of the lane. Traffic starts to back up. It's still early enough in the morning that you can kind of, all right, go around. You wait for the guy. He lets you kind of do the zipper thing over to the side and back around again. A Waymo is just going to sit there. Or
Behind
at least I think so. And
behind the stalled car?
I need some person to make an executive decision. I don't know if you can program for every eventuality. It scares me to death.
No, but
I'm
sure
just going to be stuck there.
There's someone on the other end of Waymo, right?
Is there?
There's
a joystick that they can take
it's
care of?
It's not an autonomous robot. There's somebody behind
that's exactly what it is.
But there's someone on the other that's monitoring.
Service, I'm sure that you could call. But again, it's not going to be immediate. And I also don't know the details of it either. So it could be, I know that people have called and say, hey, my Waymo didn't drop me off at the right spot. And then you can have that do that. But
oh, okay. I remember they had these robots, and they're the $1 million machines, but they couldn't walk downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a way around a Waymo getting stuck at a car.
I'm sure they have workarounds, but to presuppose every workaround, and I don't know, when something happens fast, that's when I need a person.
Okay.
Right? If everything's just kind of happening at the normal rate, okay, we can program for that, but all of a sudden a car flips over in front of me. Now what?
You got a problem.
Yeah. And I get it. I might drive into it myself, but I don't know. At least
I don't mind Waymo on the freeway.
Have you ridden in one?
Not yet. It still freaks me out when I get next to one because there's no driver, and it just looks weird.
It is.
But I don't think I would mind. That's one less crazy person on the road. Unsafe driver. That's driving with emotion. Those are the people I can't stand.
Okay, but what about that? That's thankfully at least a relatively small percentage of people.
Okay, one or two off the road, fine. More robots, cool with me.
No.
No? I didn't tell you?
No.
Plus, they got that spinning thing on the top.
That's how it looks weird. What else is out there, right?
It looks weird.
That's its eyeball.
Or that exactly. Or the
It's monitoring everything around you.
Yeah.
You know, like DeBranca says, Waymo, the robots don't have guns yet.
Man, walking into Philly, so the buses pull up, the team gets out, and you're walking into the stadium, and right over our shoulder there is one of those drones just looking right at us. And it just for a second, and it was bigger than the average drone. This is huge, and it it just kind of freaks you out for me. Like, what is that? And they said that's the Eagles video department. That they have one of those. Yeah. But it was just kind of creepy. You know what I mean?
I'm of two minds. I'm fully aware that Skynet or whatever we want to call it has everything it needs to get me.
Yeah,
they've got it. We're past the tipping point. I don't need to get in the Skynet's car yet. I want to at least have the illusion of having a chance to escape them.
Okay, if there were no Ubers available and that's your only way home.
Cab.
That's your only way home. No more cabs. Cab can't get to you.
How far away from home am I?
You're down here.
Can I get on a bus?
Maybe.
Would you get a hotel room?
Anything but that is what you're saying.
No, there's a scenario where I'd get in one, but it would be my very last option.
I want to try it just to see what it's like, but I probably won't like it. Yeah. Can I sit in the front?
Here's the good news.
Yeah.
Is no one's going to talk to you.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
That's a great question. I like to sit in the front of an Uber.
Can you sit in the front of a Waymo?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll find out.
Somebody answer that question for us. Darren Fox is on the block, and he said no to one particular team reportedly. That's coming up next. Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Let's talk about Prize Picks, the very best place to get real money sports action. And Prize Picks, they've been killing it, right? We're talking about 10 million members, billions of dollars in award winning, and they are making daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. You just pick more or less, and as you've heard me say time and time again, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash, right? And the big game, you know what we're talking about, the big game, it's almost here. It's our last football game of the season, so don't miss out on the last football game with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the big game, and they're giving away a free pick for that game when one of the starting quarterbacks will need to throw for 1 yard to win. 1 yard, right? So they're giving you one. You just need to be right one more time, and you can win real cash. Download the app today, the Prize Picks app. Use the code TRAV, T-R-A-V, to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's the code TRAV for first-time users. Prize Picks, run your game.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Choosing the right candidates for
The LA Kings road trip continues on to Florida, where they'll meet the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. The Kings hosted the Panthers last Wednesday in LA and came from behind in the third period to earn a thrilling victory.
Comes Samuel Helenius, the big finish forward. Lewis drops it back. Spence shoots. It's blocked in front. Loose puck. Poke toward the goal. Score! Samuel Helenius, his first NHL goal! He pokes in the loose puck, and with 13:19 left to play, Big Sammy makes it 1-1. Spins across that shot. One-timer. Score! A right circle one-timer from Kevin Fiala. Found its way through night. And with 6:48 left, it's 2-1 LA. And it's Kempe who will lead the team back to the bench. He might have redirected it in. 5 seconds left. Kachuk tries to center. Deflected away. Spun toward the middle. That's going to do it. Kings win!
It's the Kings and the Panthers, tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
2025 Kia model. Just go to KiaofCarson.com and check out our specials on the award-winning Telluride, hybrids, EVs, and plug-ins. The deals don't stop there. You can save on the entire Kia lineup, including our huge inventory of Kia-certified used cars. Kia of Carson has won numerous awards for customer service, so we know how to make the process easy and enjoyable. Hurry into Kia of Carson for the best selection.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Do you watch First Take?
Occasionally. I mean, I have it on every morning. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't have the sound on every day, but yeah.
It's on there. I mean, Stephen A is a teammate, sort of, right?
Sure.
Okay. He's on First Take, pleading with LeBron James to stop this.
Stop what?
Please stop this with Bronny. He is pleading with him. Called LeBron James a treasure. We love him. We're going to miss him when he's gone. Please, for the love of God, stop this, LeBron James.
Yeah.
Really?
Look,
are we really there with Bronny?
Look.
Wow.
Are you surprised?
No, but it does stand out. Like, he does not fit. He does not belong.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
but
I know.
no one thought he did when they drafted him. And by the way, I don't mind that they did. The 55th pick in the draft is not going to affect your team anyway.
Not at all.
So if that's what
for
you
the
want,
most part, it might. Yeah.
Once in a million years.
Yeah. I'm not going to devalue the 55th pick in the draft, but I see where you're going.
Yeah. So that they decided to do it because they wanted to check the box and play with your son. Okay, whatever. It was in the grand scheme of things, it was relatively harmless.
Yeah.
But last night was not harmless.
I did not see. I didn't read, but they said J.J. Redick said that I put Bronny in a tough spot.
Yes, he did. That's exactly what he said. And he said, look, he didn't use this word, but what he was hinting at and what it was he was completely and entirely overmatched.
Correct.
Tyrese Maxey murdered him.
That's a bad spot to put your coach in.
Yeah.
Where you have to say, I put him in a bad spot.
They didn't have Vincent. They needed guard help. They thought, all right, he'd been playing reasonably well in the G. And it's like, all right, it was bad. He turned it over. He missed all of his shots. He's a weird size.
But anybody off the bench in that scenario, I'm not looking to save the day.
No.
Yeah, but I'm not looking for a guy that's obviously not as good as everyone else on the floor. Weird.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
It's obvious. And there's one thing. It's just like, okay, are you a star? No, that's fine. The league's full of guys that aren't stars, but then there's what's up with that?
Yeah.
And that's what it felt like.
I got a blind spot with my kids. I'm sure we all do. I'm not even sure if that resonates with LeBron. I'm just guessing. He sees his son on the floor playing for the Lakers, playing on the same team. I bet he is in pure bliss.
Might be.
I don't think he notices how bad it looks.
It looks bad, and I would argue that it's bad for Bronny, that his development as a player is not maximized in this situation. That if he's going to be an NBA player, and maybe he will, maybe he won't, time will tell, right? But I don't think we're going to get a good sense of his value as a player in this league until his father is out of the league. Because as long as he's in the league, the kid's going to be in the league.
I don't bet. You know me, I don't gamble, but I would bet money that he's not going to be a good pro.
Okay, at all. I agree with you 100%.
He just doesn't pass the eye
my
test.
question isn't will he be a good pro. My question is will he be a pro?
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
It doesn't look like it.
Not at all.
It
Not at
doesn't look
all.
like
Not
it.
at all.
And they were.
And I could be dead wrong, but I don't think I am.
I guess if there's a silver lining to how bad he was last night, so was everybody else.
Yeah, they lost. I mean,
he kind of blended into the blank show that it was.
Yes.
They turned it over. What was the final number?
A bajillion.
22 times.
I think there's like 43 points for the Sixers, like one quarter or something like that.
They scored 73 in the first. Keep in mind, the Sixers stink.
Beat them in the paint. They out-hustled them. They out-rebounded them. They out-fast breaked them. They just played harder.
I laughed out loud watching the game. There was a moment where I think it was Trudell might have been in on it, but I think it was Billy Mack that said to Stu, he goes, Stu, do you want to know how bad the Lakers defense has been right now? And Stu, perfect, goes, Billy, how bad is the Lakers defense?
Yeah.
They scored on 13 consecutive possessions.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Maxey was on fire. There's nothing you can do when you're shooting like that. I don't know. He puts in 43. That's it.
This is why you look at them. It's just like, all right, this is kind of what you are.
No, this is it. But like
you're good one night, terrible the next,
if
and
you
there's
lost
no rhyme or reason.
Like this with AD because you retired second night back to back, we knew Lakers were going to struggle. LeBron, 22 years in the league. But now that AD is hurt, and I'm not sure for how long, that would change my trade plans. Because what's the point? If he's going to be out for an extended period, what's the point?
It's at least a week.
I guess the
1 week?
Two questions.
Okay.
What is an extended period? If an extended period is even, let's just say it's a month. Okay, that he comes back
Done.
March 1st. But they're not.
Done. You're going to lose too much ground.
But I don't think you are. You're gonna lose ground, but they're not going to fall to 11th place. I don't think they're going to fall out of the playoff picture. I think they will be from where they are now in 5. I think they'll fall back to where they might have fallen back to anyway,
back
which
to
is
the play-in,
7 to 10, somewhere in there. And
you're not going to get out of the play-in.
But sure, he's coming back. He's not gone for the season.
No. I mean, the Lakers won't, because without him, you're going to burn up LeBron. That's the other part.
But they burned up LeBron and gotten out of the playoff, the play-in before.
You're going to burn up LeBron trying to keep pace with the rest of the West, and when he comes back, he's not going to be energetic. And you saw what they look like when LeBron is tired.
I think I doubled down on it.
You just got beat by a Embiid-less Sixer team.
This is what they do. It has nothing to do with last night. The Lakers for 3 years now have done this. They beat the team they have no business beating. It's like, wow, okay. And then they lose to the team they have no business losing to. You have to look at them from a big, because the small it's totally unpredictable.
Oh, I am. I'm just talking about without this dude, and I need to know how long you're going to be out. Because like you said, if he's out for an extended period,
it's a month.
What's the point then? You're going to lose too much ground.
The point is to be in the play-in, escape it again for what this would be 4 years in a row, I think.
Then forget the center and go get someone that can score.
Miles Turner can score.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a center. He can score. I think there's a way to just if we're going to do it anyway. If you were done for the season, I think that's a different conversation. Then it's hold the phone. But if it's I might be gone for 2 weeks or even a month,
I could be emotional. If it is a month, to me, that is the season. Yeah. If he's out for a month, forget it.
I think they're good enough to keep their head above water for a month.
And also keep in mind it's a month, including the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Okay, besides being back-to-back, they're good enough to keep their head above water for a month without AD.
Sure.
They just got beat by the Sixers.
Yeah, but they
made the Sixers look terrific last night.
But you told me that they beat the Hornets the other night and everything's hunky-dory.
Like I said, besides the fact they played back-to-back, and back-to-backs are going to be rough. Without AD for an extended period, without LeBron being energetic, you've got no shot.
I think every team is an adventure. 500-ish team for a month without him. Maybe a little under, but they put a little money in the bank.
So
right?
500 from here,
500-ish. Maybe you're 2 games under, 300, 3 games under.
What are you 7 games up now?
I think 6 on the
6
to
or
the
7
good.
games up to the good.
And so if you're 3 to the bad, you're still 4 to the. You're still kind of in it. Look, they're not going to climb, but I don't think they're not looking at the Portland Trailblazers.
If he were healthy and you made a trade, you possibly could have. Now you're going to be treading water even faster with an old guy.
The Lakers are not a, quote, destination of choice for current Sacramento Kings guard De'Aaron Fox. That's per Shams. Okay, because when we were talking about Ireland, there's always, and Fox may be this guy. There's going to be a guy or two that, wait, who's available? Fox is a really good NBA player. Really good NBA. Doesn't seem like he wants to go to the Lakers, and because it's the NBA, you can kind of, at least to a degree, dictate where you do and do not want to go.
Go someplace else where you don't have a ceiling.
I'm waiting to San Antonio.
I'm waiting for the Heat to trade Butler, because it seems like once that piece moves, a lot of things will
it might be the
loose.
first domino.
Yeah, shake loose, let's move, and then let's see what happens after that.
The Lakers and all these permutations of who might go where, none of them have them landing the, oh my God, they got that guy.
No.
It's a, oh, okay.
The only thing we got to figure out is, are you going to deal Rui or not?
Well, he's going to be. But you want to deal Rui because you don't like his game?
No. I love his. It's if you're not hitting shots, I can't use you.
Yeah, no, I get it. But Rui's in the deal. Even if Rui were making shots, he's in the deal because you need his money.
If he were making shots, that might be different. I like him coming off the bench. That's different, though.
If the Lakers make a deal, there's like a 95%
He's
that
going.
Rui's in it because
Yes.
you need that money to make the trade
No
work.
doubt.
So he's down the road.
You're
going to have to move forward without him, regardless of what's coming back.
Yes.
I think they can.
It's that hard to rebound, man. You're big. You're
If
tall.
their chances let's just say AD's healthy.
Yeah.
And you were talking about trade or no trade. And we're talking about, can they make a run? And I don't mean that can they make a run to a title, but can they make it interesting and fun? Give them a 1 out of 10 chance. With a trade, I'll give them a 3 out of 10 chance.
With a healthy AD.
With a healthy AD.
Okay.
Without a healthy AD for a period of time, now maybe you get a 1.5 chance. But AD's coming back. So why not? Why not at least just, if we're going to do it, let's do it.
Because I think you're wasting time now. If he's out, you're wasting your time.
A month of time?
Yeah, you're going to depend on the guy that's in the league for 22 years.
But if the goal is to just get in and take a shot, he's coming back.
I think if you kept pace, you kept winning the ones you should win, get a decent playoff seeding, and you make a trade to a big, you free up AD and a fresh LeBron against anybody.
LeBron's not going to be fresh.
That's if you do it right. I like my chances. Now he's going to be burned up.
Do it anyway. The credit card's already maxed out.
Yeah.
See if they'll kick the limit up.
If it doesn't work, when do you can Pelinka? Because he's going to make a deal again.
He's a survivor, man.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
He's a survivor. That he's still here, I think, is a bit of a surprise.
Right. I mean, if this ultimately fails and it's beyond his control, but when does this fall on his head?
Some guys just
has he
know how
gotten
to
more
make it.
leeway than most GMs? I think you'd be out the door
he's
by
on
now.
His third or fourth coach. That's quite a few coaches. Tomorrow at Beverly Hills Orthodontic, it is a Line and Shine Day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., kicking off 2025 with $2,025 off Invisalign or braces. Space is limited, so go to BeverlyHillsOrtho.com to reserve your spot or call 310-785-0770, and a portion of the proceeds goes to the victims of Southern California wildfires. Don't miss a Line and Shine Day tomorrow at Beverly Hills Ortho. The Athletics' Jordan Rodrigue joins us next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for a party? Oh, party! This Saturday at Cosm, Los
Hey
Angeles.
guys, Mina Kimes, host of the Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny, here to tell you about a live podcast taping I am doing in Los Angeles Monday, February 3rd, right before the Super Bowl. I am joined by Greg Rosenthal, Jordan Rodrigue, Chris Ryan, Andy Greenwald, and the Rams' own Kobe Turner. 100% of your ticket proceeds go to wildfire relief here in Los Angeles. Check it out, minapodlive.com.
These are complex claims. It's crucial to have an experienced legal team on your side. Please don't hesitate to call me anytime at 213-747-2000, 213-747-2000, or normandlegal.com.
When disaster strikes, turn to Avner Gatt, California's premier public adjusting firm. With over 20 years of experience and insider knowledge of the insurance industry, we fight to ensure you get what you deserve. Don't let your insurance company underpay you. Don't let them pressure you into subpar repairs. Trusted by lawyers, contractors, and real estate pros, we offer a free consultation and expert damage assessments. Call 818-917-5256 or visit avnergatt.com. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-990-1551. That's 800-990-1551. Old Spice Swagger Body Wash will make you the MVP of freshness and confidence. With its irresistible scent, it will transform your shower experience, leaving you feeling fresh on and off the field. Pair it with Old Spice Swagger Deodorant, the #1 aluminum-free brand that keeps you feeling like a Super Bowl champion 24/7 when used daily. But don't wait. This dynamic duo is available at Costco for a limited time only. Old Spice, official deodorant partner of the NFL and Super Bowl 59, where freshness meets football greatness.
A golf course quality lawn is easier and more affordable than you think with True Green. They're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. And right now, you can get 75% off your first service. Plus, they have a price match guarantee. You know you're getting the best value. And if you're not satisfied, True Green will revisit your lawn between scheduled visits to make it right. Don't wait. Visit TrueGreen.com today to lock in 75% off and let the pros handle your lawn while you enjoy the results.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
That's a good question. Yeah.
I'm full of them, DeMarco. I got nothing but good questions.
Well, good question for our next guest. Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
sure. All right, kick it off Super Week. You can join Mina Kimes, who will have Jordan Rodriguez, Chris Ryan, and Andy Greenwald live and in person to benefit LA Fire Relief. That is coming up on Monday the 3rd at the Belasco in downtown LA. Doors open at 6:30. You can get your tickets right now and find out more about this special evening. You can go to minapodlive.com. And speaking of, we are joined right now by the Athletics' Jordan Rodrigue, where she covers the Los Angeles Rams. Jordan, how you doing this morning?
Hi, guys. What an intro. Thank you so much. It's nice to talk to you.
Big smile. Hey, if Jalen Hurts wins this Super Bowl, where do we rank him all time? Like, what style? What group do we put him in? If he does the impossible, stops Kansas City, beats Mahomes, and wins the Super Bowl, where do we put him?
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so cool though that you are like the quarterback who did that, right? If you, I mean, I feel like you have to create a category. If you basically stymie the dynasty from and you stymie the three-peat, if you're that quarterback, I mean, you probably got to create, like we do on NFL Daily, shameless plug because we're doing this crossover with the show featuring Lenny. We do a show called Quarterback Island, and I feel like we got to build an entire island out of Jalen Hurts if that happens.
What if he beats Mahomes with less than 200 yards passing? Most of it is on the ground, and he does it in a convincing way, wins MVP with less than 200 passing yards.
I think it's a cool conversation because you still have to run the offense. You're still checking into those run plays. You're still navigating the offense in that way. I don't necessarily need to see Jalen Hurts pass for 1,000,000 yards, especially against that Steve Spagnuolo defense, to solidify what an elite leader he's been for this team this year. I do think it's fun to quantify these things for the sake of really awesome shows such as you guys'.
Clearly.
But for me, you like that? I got a little compliment. So but I think that for me, it's it's a part to whole conversation because that offense exists as an entire organism versus one person making it go. And I think that's a huge difference in a lot of the way that these teams are built around these star quarterbacks. Instead, you have a quarterback who is a star in his own right, but he's a part to whole in the entire organism. And he also leads in that way. He doesn't, you never see him sort of vocalizing you heard some things about they want the passing game to be better, but that's from the receivers. You're not hearing that from the quarterback. Or certainly not from the running back who's eating plenty over there. So I do like the way that they're functioning because I think sometimes that's what it does take to be the super team is to have just a better ecosystem and a better balance for the entire group versus putting it all on one person's shoulders. I think you saw the Bills try to put it on Josh Allen's shoulders. It didn't work out for him.
We're joined right now by Jordan Rodrigue. She covers the Rams and the NFL for The Athletic. And, you talk about how, one star player, one star quarterback kind of can drive the decisions and drive teams and whatnot. Did the Rams find themselves in a situation that they did not expect to be in at the end of the year? That, the entire year leading up to it, it's like, hey, this may be Matthew Stafford's final year, that they may have to make a decision on him. And then all of a sudden, he was so good and was the guy that was driving this. Is the decision different now than it would have been had I asked you this question, say, 3 or 4 months ago?
No, I don't think it would have been. I think this has been an ongoing conversation really since the contract dispute, I guess is the right word, although it wasn't like acrimonious ever, but the dispute popped up during the draft. Like I remember the first round of the draft last year was when Ian Rappaport dropped the report that Matthew Stafford wasn't happy with his contract. And it was a conversation that the team had been having really behind the scenes for several weeks, even before that, and escalated and continued and just dragged out unnecessarily, in my opinion, all the way into training camp. And I think that was a bit of a statement that was made by the team in that they were going to think about this position differently once they had the outsized success in 2023 and saw really what their draft class was able to accomplish, and then felt coming into 2024 that they really hit another draft class, understanding how that young core was growing up together and all of that. And yes, how Matthew Stafford really elevated them in 23, but really watching a lot of those young players grow up together. This has been an ongoing conversation. You hear it bubble up at flashpoints during the year, like ahead of the trade deadline. Like that's just naturally going to bubble up in that way. That's partly our fault. But it is an ongoing conversation over the last 2 years, really, with Matthew Stafford, because he is in that time in his career with his age where you don't doubt the player one bit. No way. And I'll tell you, the Rams are not doubting the player one bit. But you do ask the question at this point in a player's career of that longevity, and also with his age and what they're going to have to do in terms of some of these contracts that are coming up in the next 2-3 years.
Jordan, when Sean McVay says that they want to get this done quickly, they want to do it sooner than later, they don't want it to linger like you just described it did last year, what does that mean in terms of calendar? How quickly do they need to have a resolution on this?
Yeah, well, I think there's very little guaranteed money, and don't quote me on this, I know I'm on the radio, but I think, I don't have the cap up with me right now, but I think there is some sort of a trigger for some aspect of the final, very small portion of guarantees. It's related to the roster, being on the roster at a certain date. There is not really a significant number of guarantees left to even have that be an eyebrow raiser or even circle a day on the calendar. What really is more important is as they head into free agency, as they head into getting to know some of the new coaches and the new GMs that are now in place at teams across the league. These are people that you might be having conversations with if you're Les Snead. It's timely in the sense where you don't want it lingering over the team. You also need to have a definitive and set a plan, because they don't really have a clear public backup plan, right? It's Matthew Stafford and then or else what? And you can scenario out all of these different things, because nothing is ever off the table with the Rams. I've learned that all too well since my time in my 5 years covering them. But at the same time, there's not anything glaring that stands out to you about, oh, yeah, there's already an error on the team. Oh, yeah, this guy is available and they're going to go get, there's not that this time. And so I think that having that as clear as possible, not just for Matthew's sake, but for their sake, and then for the entire infrastructure of the team, how they're going to continue to build this out over this next year, it really matters getting into it ahead of free agency.
The post-game stuff I love, to see when the media, when they're done with the press conference with the coach, then the doors open and the media comes in. Jordan is always first or second in the room. And I told the guys this, Jordan, the press conference, whatever, when we're centered around the player, it doesn't start until you ask the question. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's real football stuff. It's great.
Oh my God.
And when you're talking about Stafford, I think you were the first one in Philly to ask him, do you want to keep playing?
Yep.
Most of it, the first two were about the game, and he gave you the stock answers. You asked him twice, do you want to play football? And he had to answer. And I thought that was key to going forward for this football team. One, we want the guy back. He went out gunning. Number two, you have to be reasonable as well, because I think the one word you said was, I don't know why this dragged out. It was unnecessary. Both sides have to come to an agreement fast and get this done so we can move on, or so we can move on. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think you're right on that. First of all, thank you so much. That is so nice. but that, it's true. And it is a financial thing. And it also is there are two eras that exist within the Rams ecosystem right now. It is the era of the draft and develop and just flood the field with these young, talented, energetic players. And have them all grow up together, really, and then plug in the super players when you need to, a la a couple years ago. There's also an era of one foot in the past build of this team, and emblematic of that are Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp. Now, with Matthew Stafford, you cannot argue the way that he elevates this team. And it took a little more effort, I think, this year because he did have these dips sometimes that we weren't really accustomed to seeing from him other than due to injury. But at the same time, I mean, when that dude is on, you heard it, DeMarco, when we were in Philadelphia, the entire wind got knocked out of that building. When he had the ball back, everybody was thinking the same word, the same phrase, and it starts with an O and it ends with a K, and like that was something else in that building. And they all know that. And that's why I think that it does behoove everybody, to take some time away, because one thing that's not being factored in here that should be factored in here is the emotions of the head coach as well, who in the past has made emotional free agency, specifically free agency decisions or emotional decisions as it pertains to certain players on the team, and not stepping away and looking at the big picture, which this team has been talking about for several years. And it is a fiscal thing with Matthew Stafford. It's not indicative of his talent. It's not indicative of how much ability. I see it every day, and you do too, DeMarco. Like, that dude can still sling it, and he'll probably be playing till he's 40 if he wants to, and that's no question for me. However, the where the roster is at, and whether you really can find a way to marry these two separate team building eras together, or whether you want to just fully go all in on the new one, that is really the big question facing the Rams. And a lot of it has to do with the salary structure and the fact that they are, like I said, they're going to have these big contracts coming up over the next couple of years.
Jordan Rodrigue covers the NFL and the Los Angeles Rams for The Athletic. And Jordan, I mentioned it when you came on at first, but you, along with Mina Kimes and some others, you guys got a special event coming up next week to benefit LA Fire Relief. It is coming up on Monday. Tell the listeners how they can get involved if they'd like to come see you guys and participate and help raise some money.
Yeah, and Rams fans, I better see some of you there, because you guys know that I like talking to you. So please come and show up for LA. I'm really excited. Honestly, I think my role is going to be bring orange slices and fangirl over Mina Kimes the entire time. because I'm like, okay, thank you for including me, but also I'm just going to listen and enjoy it, right? Like, it's incredible. I'm so excited because everybody has been impacted by the fires all across this county, this region, and it really mattered to us to give back, to find a way to just do something that, like, hey, people are kind of entertained by and bring some lightness, but also to fully give back as much as we can to the community. So the tickets, they are $50 a piece, but 100% of the tickets will go to support the American Red Cross California wildfire disaster relief efforts. And also Omaha Productions is graciously matching all ticket sales and donating 100% of those proceeds. So if you buy one ticket, technically you are donating $100 to California wildfire disaster relief efforts. Also, as if that weren't enough, and I know it is, but as if that weren't enough, I will be excited to see everybody there, but also Kobe Turner is going to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nina confirmed this yesterday with us, and Kobe Turner freaking rules.
Yes.
You guys know that. What an awesome dude. And so if you needed any more incentive, aside from Mina, who I think draws the full crowd herself, frankly, because she's the GOAT, but Kobe Turner is also showing up for his community that he has made his own, and pouring some love back into that community. And so we hope that you guys all come and show up and show out. And, I promise, if you're a Rams fan and you come, I will actually answer uniform questions. Oh, my God, I know. What an incentive.
Travis, there you go.
I love uniforms.
There it is right there.
I talk about them all day.
Yes. Kobe, Jordan, Mina, it sounds like a fun time. Going to be there. We're up against it. I'll ask this. This is a double-barreled question. Are you a Swiftie?
I'm not. I don't identify as a Swiftie per se, but I have a huge appreciation for Taylor, and I'm not a pop music fan myself, but I do have a huge appreciation for her and for how she operates as a business and as a person.
That means she's rooting for the Chiefs. So thank you. That's all. That's all I wanted to know.
No, you know what? I got it. Hang on. I got it. I'm actually going for the Eagles, because I think if the Rams beat the Eagles, the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. And second, So I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, and I'll explain this more off air because we don't have the time.
Okay.
But just know the Eagles are so Lord of the Rings coded in terms of the personalities and the mission and how, they have like Ents on their offensive line. And like, I love them so much. I'm a huge fan of the Eagles, this run that they're making. And also I think it's like, I would probably be covering the Rams in the Super Bowl if the Rams would have won that game. So you kind of got to give them the respect.
Look, when you go to break down the Lord of the Rings with DeMarco the next time you run into him, Jordan, just remind him that he was the president of his Dungeons and Dragons club in high school.
How dare you, Travis?
Well, this does not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
I love this.
Okay.
I love that about you, DeMarco.
Thank you, Jordan. How dare you, Travis?
I just want to make sure that
I'll
you knew.
never tell you anything.
Maybe it's not a surprise, but now everybody knows. For more information on the event on Monday night, you can go to minapodlive.com. Jordan and many, many others will be there as well. Jordan, it's a pleasure. Thanks a bunch.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you. Hope to see you there, and take care.
Def.
You got it.
All right.
You got it.
Awesome. How dare you,
You can
man?
talk multi-sided dice, and she can talk about the Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings and the Eagles. My brain just popped. What?
And by the way, that was a very diplomatic answer about Taylor Swift as well.
Big time.
It's like, I have much respect.
Well, you can, the answer, here are your
You can't say no.
The two answers are, yeah, she's great, or not really.
Right.
And if you go with not really,
here they come.
It's like,
You can say, not for me.
Yeah. I choose to go with, no, she's great, but, I like other things because no is just not an option. Not an option. Hot or cold coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Steve Farr. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, Southern California's premier resort casino experience. Why get yourself stuck in traffic when you can be at the best casino resort in Southern California in less than 1 hour? Pechanga gives guests all the amenities they expect of a world-class resort. Exceptional entertainment. I mean exceptional entertainment. Dining, spa, golf. Let's not forget round-the-clock gaming excitement. The casino floor is massive, immense casino floor. The 1,100 hotel rooms and suites, the spa, the golf course. Dig this, 20 bars and 20 restaurants inside there. So, look, so much more. It makes Pechanga Resort Casino one of the largest resort casinos in the country. Come see why readers of Newsweek and USA Today voted Pechanga Resort Casino the best casino outside of Las Vegas. So, whether your idea of entertainment is kicking it poolside like me or putting a great bet on blackjack, Pechanga Resort Casino is waiting for you right now. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA, 888-PECHANGA to book a reservation or for more info. Also, if you do the Instagram thing, they're at Pechanga Casino. You can find up-to-the-minute news and information. I'll see you there.
Hey guys, Mina Kimes, host of the Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny, here to tell you about a live podcast taping I am doing in Los Angeles Monday, February 3rd, right before the Super Bowl. I am joined by Greg Rosenthal, Jordan Rodrigue, Chris Ryan, Andy Greenwald, and the Rams' own Kobe Turner. 100% of your ticket proceeds go to wildfire relief here in Los Angeles. Check it out, minapodlive.com.
The LA Kings road trip continues on to Florida, where they'll meet the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. The Kings hosted the Panthers last Wednesday in LA and came from behind in the third period to earn a thrilling victory.
Comes Samuel Helene. It's the big finish forward. Lewis drops it back. Spence shoots. It's blocked in front. Loose puck. Poke toward the goal. Score! Samuel Helenius, his first NHL goal! He pokes in the loose puck, and with 13:19 left to play, Big Sammy makes it 1-1. Spins across, nice shot. One-timer. Score! A right circle one-timer from Kevin Fiala. Found its way through night. And with 6:48 left, it's 2-1 LA. And it's Kempe who will lead the team back to the bench. He might have redirected it in. 5 seconds left. Kachuk tries to center. Deflected away. Spun toward the middle. That's going to do it. Kings win!
It's the Kings and the Panthers, tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
If your home was destroyed, you may also have claims against third parties, such as Southern California Edison. Call us today, 800-485-1049. 800-485-1049.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text GIVE to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text GIVE to 200-300 right now. For a link to your exclusive offer, text GIVE to 200-300. That's GIVE to 200-300. GIVE to 200-300.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text HIM to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text HIM to 321-321. That's HIM to 321-321.
As you know, we've welcomed the new partner here at 710 ESPN, NextGen. NextGen, the official AC, heat, and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to NextGen. Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
Before I get into what's hot, what's cold, we got join Beto Duran and the 710 team on Saturday, February 1st. So first you're going to go on Saturday to Cosm.
Yeah.
Then you're going to go on Monday to see the Mina Pod Live with Jordan and Mina and others. But first, Cozumel, Los Angeles for the Michelob Ultra official Lakers watch party. Beto will be broadcasting for pre, post, and half. You can take photos with Beto, championship trophy, and watch Lakers Knicks and feel like you're at MSG with Cosm's immersive technology. You can pretend you're on the sideline, just like Timothée Chalamet and Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler, all those guys. So purchase tickets at Cosm.com or the Cosm app, or you can reserve RSVP for your chance to win at ESPNLA.com. All right, so what's hot is college football playoff schedule. Came out that they are, at least as of right now, not planning on changing their schedule with conflicts of the NFL.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's a mistake. And look, the college football playoff, you have my attention. I'm intrigued. I would prefer a tweak here or there, but generally speaking, I think you got something that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you're butting into the NFL playoffs. My attention is elsewhere. Get your stuff done by the first of the year or close to it. And if that means you got to play a couple of games in some really hot conditions in August, just move up 2 weeks. Just move up 2 weeks.
Is there any college game in the world you can think of that would overshadow the Final Four in the NFL?
No.
That weekend?
No.
To where you're coming off that weekend and you're still excited for the college game coming.
Not to go over what we've been over fairly recently, a preseason NFL game would smash the national championship game.
That's a bad spot for college football to play its championship. I like the lead up. The playoffs are great.
It's cool.
Fun.
They need,
I wish some of the games might have been closer.
Exactly.
But I think they got it right.
I do too. It's the first year. Let's see what happens. Just move your calendar up.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Nothing that I'll use this as an example, and this tournament stunk anyway just this year, but they're on to something that's, I think, smart. The San Diego Open, whatever corporate sponsors on it right now, the golf tournament at Torrey Pines, it's a big one. Like, they have the right names. Golf tournaments run Thursday through Sunday. Not that one, because they know that they're going up against championship weekend. They don't want to go up against the NFL. They moved it up. They go Wednesday to Saturday.
Final 8, right?
Yeah.
Come after the final 8.
Yeah.
Still
Just
drama.
Get
Lots.
out of, it's a runaway train. Get
Too
out
much.
of the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Move up.
What's cold is Pat Riley. So Pat Riley trademarked the term three-peat back in the 90s.
Smart
and
guy.
so since then, he can earn money whenever on any material using three-peat, any merch, anything sold. So if the Chiefs win in the Super Bowl, he could earn, quote, make millions of dollars off of this. And then he has in the past given most of the money off of trademark
After
charity.
expenses?
Air quote, most.
Most.
I'll give away most of what's left
is this
after I
cold?
pay me. Right?
Is this smart business making? What do you guys think about this?
Why is it cold? That's smart. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's hot. It's forever.
It's cold-blooded that he was able to
Cold-blooded.
think of it beforehand. Because I remember when the Lakers were going for their three-peat.
Yeah.
And he said it on City Hall steps, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'd never heard it before."
Never heard three-peat before.
And I don't think anybody had gone either. No one had said it, or no one had thought, "Oh, that's kind of a cool turn of phrase." I wonder if anybody owns it. Pat Riley did.
Yeah.
And he bought it or copyrighted it or trademarked it or whatever
Super
it is.
smart.
Super smart guy.
I
Look,
wonder if he had
Pat
the
Riley's
foresight.
pretty smart.
Yeah,
Did he
it's
know?
cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Did he know this would be like a thing this many years later?
He'd hope it'd be a thing.
I think it
Or
was
was it just for the Lakers so nobody else could sell Laker merch?
Yes.
Okay.
All of the above. He's look,
Smart. Yeah.
Nobody gets something right that often
No.
that isn't, like you can, sometimes you could be a dummy and you just have a brilliant idea and it hits and you're like, okay, cool. But when you just have one good idea after the next, that's not luck. That's just being
Probably
a smart
not.
guy.
Luck favors the well prepared, but that's amazing.
Like Buffer, who registered.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah.
I do know tag teams. This is funny in wrestling. Like, there's two guys, the British Bulldogs. This is how they got into a fight. Remember those guys?
Yeah, I do.
Well, one guy trademarked the name, so only he could use it. Right. You're right.
Now that's cold.
That's cold.
That
right.
is real cold.
Right.
Game Day Comfort is powered by NextGen. So much for brothers. The official plumbing, heating, and AC company of SoCal sports fans. Call 833-3-NEXGEN to snag their $88 drain cleaning special today. That's 833-3-NEXGEN.
Neil, Sean, and Journey.
Yeah.
He owns the name. He is Journey.
That's crazy.
Regardless of who's singing.
I was just thinking about what Em was talking
Yeah.
about with, go see Beto this weekend at Cosm and feel like you're at MSG. Have you ever
Take
been to
pictures of
MSG?
him.
At Madison Square Garden?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once for a fight, couple for a basketball game.
Okay.
Once for the big UFC when it went.
Oh, okay.
We just so happened to be there, and I called Goldberg. He was inside the building. We're outside. Can you get us in? Yes. It's when they finally allowed the UFC in New York. It was fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those iconic venues that I've never been lucky enough to go see. When I was doing,
Like, you've been outside of it, right? Because Penn Station's right
I've
outside
walked
of it.
right
Yeah.
past it,
Yeah.
but I've never seen an event inside the Garden. When I was doing Lakers pre-half and post, and Michael Thompson heard me say that, he's like, "All right, the next time we come through, you're coming with us,
Yeah.
and I will take care." I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be great," and then wasn't doing it anymore.
Oh, man, that's too
I know.
bad. Okay.
It's at the top of my list of iconic venues that I want to see. That and the Indianapolis 500.
Yes.
I don't
Huge.
really care about racing. I want to go to the Indianapolis 500. I think that would be super fun.
Would love it.
Really?
You would find your martini people.
Okay.
They're all there.
Okay.
You would love it.
Okay,
Yes.
I want to do that. I want to do the Daytona 500 for the same reason.
NASCAR, right?
I want to go to Augusta. I want to go because I want to check it off the list.
Yeah.
And I want to see it and experience it.
Yeah.
But those other things, I want to be in the most famous buildings.
Only two places of the famous buildings I don't care to ever see.
Yeah.
They're both in Boston.
Fenway Park?
I don't care.
Why?
I'm not going to be around a bunch of Sox fans.
pretty fun.
Sox, no.
And the chairs are very small.
Yes.
They're tiny.
And the Boston Garden?
I've never been to the Garden.
I'm good. I don't need to see the parquet.
Okay,
I'm good.
Garden.
I'm just telling you. Do you like going to a baseball game?
Love it.
You would like you would like Fenway Park.
No. Nope.
You'd like Fenway District as well. It's a fun place to go out.
I don't like Red Sox fans.
Yeah.
I really like Fenway Park.
You really like Fenway?
It was great. I've been twice, and I had a great time both times.
If I get tickets, they're yours.
I will take them.
There you
There's
go.
a lot of fun stuff. But look,
Yeah.
they're obnoxious.
Yeah.
They're also kind of fun to be around for
Go
a little bit.
Sox!
Look, you want to be there where the
Yeah.
team they're playing you don't care about, right? They
Okay.
play the Blue Jays or something. What do I care, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You can have my seats. Go
I
ahead.
will do it.
I'll stay in the hotel.
The Dump is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your
Hey guys, it's Mina Kimes, host of the Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny, here to tell you about a live podcast taping I am doing in Los Angeles Monday, February 3rd, right before the Super Bowl. I am joined by Greg Rosenthal, Jordan Rodrigue, Chris Ryan, Andy Greenwald, and the Rams' own Kobe Turner. 100% of your ticket proceeds go to wildfire relief here in Los Angeles. Check it out, minapodlive.com.
The LA Kings road trip continues on to Florida, where they'll meet the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. The Kings hosted the Panthers last Wednesday in LA and came from behind in the third period to earn a thrilling victory.
Comes Samuel Hellenius, the big finish forward. Lewis drops it back. Spence shoots. It's blocked in front. Loose puck. Poke toward the goal. Score! Samuel Hellenius, his first NHL goal! He pokes in the loose puck, and with 13:19 left to play, Big Sammy makes it 1-1. Spins across ice shot. One-timer. Score! A right circle one-timer from Kevin Fiala found its way through night, and with 6:48 left, it's 2-1 LA, and it's Kempe who will lead the team back to the bench. He might have redirected it in. 5 seconds left. Kachuk tries to center, deflected away, spun toward the middle. That's gonna do it. Kings win. It's the Kings and the Panthers tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
So DeMarco and I were continuing our conversation about Boston, and we got into movies. You mentioned you watched The Town the other night.
The Town.
Yeah.
I could watch that movie
Me
any
too.
day of the week.
It's a great shoot 'em up heist. It's a fun movie.
Yes.
I am seeing a Boston movie tonight.
What are you seeing?
Do you know how blank and easy this is for me?
You're watching Good.
Do you know how easy
this is for me? Yes.
They're rerunning old movies at our local movie theater, and tonight is Good Will Hunting. And Susan's like, "You want to go see it?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go."
Wow.
Do you know how
like them
easy this
apples?
is for me?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't stand and watch you blank it up.
Oh, that
Love it.
poor guy. That part hurts my heart so bad because the professor trying to put it out.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right, where he lights it on fire.
That just breaks my heart.
I've gone
Yeah.
to see About a Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's Robin Williams.
Not
is
going to
great
work with
in
me.
that movie.
So well written.
Not going to work with me and my
Do you know how
boys.
easy this is for me?
Not going to work with me and my boys. I'm going to see About a Girl. Really? Really?
Well, he didn't ask. He just left. You can't tell him. By the time your
Really?
boys figured it out, you would have been in Missouri by then.
I'm coming to pick you up for work and you're gone.
He told him to leave.
But yeah, at least
Every
give me
day-
the heads up, save the
Right.
gas.
Every day I walk up to your porch. I hope that you're not there anymore. Every day you come out, it breaks my heart
Yes,
there.
I wasted
Will.
$5. Give me the $5 for the gas. You should have told me.
That scene where they're wasted in the diner is
great.
Terrific.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Yes.
That's Cole Hauser, who's good in everything he does.
Yeah, I met him.
Oh, you
I
did?
met him. He lives out in Thousand Oaks.
Really?
Met him at the mall.
Okay.
Nice enough guy. Loves sports.
You've seen Dazed and Confused?
Yes.
Okay. He's in that too.
That's what I wanted to talk to him about.
When
yeah.
he's in the back of the truck sitting in the lawn chair.
Yes.
And he's hammered. and he tries to stand up
and slips,
and he can't, and then he sits back down in the chair. I'm like, that is the best drunk acting I've ever seen in my entire.
He might not have been acting.
It was that wobble.
Yes.
Like, nope, this ain't happening, and sit
Let me
right
sit
back
down.
down, and then
Yes.
just immediately another pull on the beer.
Love that.
Terrific.
Yes. Nice
Terrific.
guy, super nice dude. Yeah, I love his Yellowstone stuff. Have you watched that show?
You
Rip
know,
is, I think,
watched,
the character.
Rip is the. I watched
Yeah.
the first 2 or 3 seasons. Susan loves it. I liked it.
Yeah.
For 2 seasons, then I'm like, okay, I've seen this.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
punted.
He's
It was
a good
the same
Rip.
thing.
Yeah.
He was great. Like
Yep.
it's great show, but it's like every season's exactly the same. So
Right.
I'm like, I don't need to watch it again. Yeah.
By the way, there's something cool happening like in 7 minutes. So it's for soccer. In 7 minutes,
Football.
18 games will be happening simultaneously for the Champions League. And so, you know how we think it's
Yeah.
great
Really?
when they're all happening at the same time? This is all happening at the same time, and they're going to have a red zone version of this on Paramount Plus, where they're going to kind of go and visit all
Is
these
it like
games.
the last day of the season or something?
For the tournament, it came to the point where they don't want these to be rigged. Or I want this game to
They
finish
do that
first
in
because
the
I want to
NFL.
face them.
Yeah, but this is 18 games happening simultaneously, so 36 teams are playing.
So on the last Sunday of the year, all
Yeah.
the games start at the same time. None of them are staggered.
Why?
Because if the result of your game affects me, I can't be. They're behind.
Okay,
yeah.
so everybody plays hard. No, we don't know.
We don't know what's. I
Got
can't
it.
rely
That's
on
kinda
you.
smart. Yeah,
And
that's
then
kinda
your
smart.
crowd is cheering, maybe not for your play, but for
Right.
the other team scoring.
That's
yeah,
kinda smart.
it's a cool moment. So if you like soccer, it's happening in 5
Where
minutes.
are they in soccer? It's like football is Super Bowl, basketball middle, baseball off season. Where are we in
It's
soccer?
pretty year round, but the end of I think it's what May is for end of Premier League. Champions League is around the same time as well, so they're simultaneously happening. So Champions League is all of the European leagues best teams playing against each other. Premier League is just the English league.
So basically, they never stop playing.
Correct.
They have a couple months off, and then there's also like international play.
Okay,
I don't mind that. Yeah.
You just hit on the thing
Yeah.
that I like. I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I people that are, I get it and whatever. But it seems like it's always soccer season.
They're never
that it's
not
never
playing.
like the MLS Cup or the World. It's like, okay, it's over, and then it's opening day next weekend. It's like what?
I mean, it's just imagine the NBA played against France, against the teams from Spain, things like that. So it would be, clubs from different. This is what Champions League is. That tournament. It's one of the prestigious tournament where you play the best teams from like Spain, Italy, and all those countries.
So
you come into one.
The best
tournament.
soccer player, young dude, not Messi, just a solid pro. How many games are you playing in 1 year?
Oh, dude. There's like 4 different tournaments within 1 year. So,
over 100?
Possibly.
Good
Yeah, because
night.
it could be up to 2 a week.
Yeah.
No wonder they
that's
make the
like
money they
every
make.
third day.
Oh my God!
They need at least 3 days of rest.
That's
at
nuts.
least.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Bill Belichick, the former coach of the New England Patriots, who is now the head coach at North Carolina, made the following comment on the Let's Go podcast with Jim Gray. Quote, maybe they should name it the Brady Trophy. He won 7 of them. So I'm assuming he's talking about the Lombardi Trophy.
You know, there was talk about renaming the trophy the Belichick Trophy.
Okay. Look, you don't change it. Well, you do change it. You don't go back and rewrite it. Now, all of a sudden, the Lombardi Trophy is no longer the Belichick. Just moving forward, we're going to change it.
Change it to the Belichick.
There are guys that come around every once in a while that are so extraordinary that they deserve to have something. And if we've already got this name for that, like there's the Hank Aaron Award. Like there's new things that come. There's the Kobe Bryant Award. Like let's put things out there.
I wonder how many current players know who Vince Lombardi
there you go.
was and
There
what
you
he
go.
meant. I
Blame
know they
the
know he's on the
millennials
trophy. No, funny. I just did a pod with Maurice Jones-Drew, and I said the Philadelphia Eagles' run offense is like Newt Rockne, and he said who?
No way. Really?
Dead serious. And it occurred, some of these guys may not know the history of the game.
That's a great example.
Yeah, it's a great example, right? So if they changed it, okay, I can see that.
Great news. This is tremendous news. Ready?
Yeah.
Jameis Winston's going to be part of Fox Sports Digital as a correspondent for Super Bowl week in New Orleans.
Bang! Don't give him the script.
Go. Winston, who played for the Saints from 2020 to 2023, will be creating video content showcasing his favorite dining and entertainment hotspots in New Orleans.
Get crazy. Yes, sir. Way to go, Jameis.
He'll be finger licking at like a shrimp gumbo.
Yes.
You know what's funny? I was never a huge Jameis Winston fan when he was at Florida State, and I was never a huge
there
Jameis
was
Winston.
some reasons.
No, I get it, but
what did he do at Florida State?
He just didn't hit me in the sweet spot.
No, what did he do at Florida State
Didn't he
besides
get crab
crab
legs?
legs and free shoes? That wasn't him.
No, that was there was stuff, but.
I know what he said. Yeah. He stood up and said it aloud too.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was a thing.
He grew on me. He became a charming goofball.
Right.
And that's a hard thing to grow into. and he is a charming goofball.
Yes.
He seems harmless. He seems like he's having fun. He seems like he
blast.
cares. He seems super fun.
I'm trying to think of a career turn. Mike Tyson became lovable.
He did.
Jameis Winston was reviled and became lovable.
He's a likable, goofy, fun guy.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else could have. If Dylan Brooks becomes lovable, I quit.
Dylan, oh no.
He's not important enough to be lovable.
That too.
But if someday we're saying that he's actually nice and relatable.
Yeah. M's right. He's not famous enough. Did you play in the Senior Bowl?
That's another far side.
Do it tomorrow.
That's a far side.
Yeah, it sounds like a sad far side.
The answer is no, and there's a good reason. It's stupid.
Oh.
You want to hear it?
Give me a 10-second version.
Here's a preview.
You know the All-Star games in college football.
Blue-gray, Senior Bowl.
Yes.
And they're...
I'm glad you mentioned the blue-gray.
Okay.
The blue-gray is where you go if your college team doesn't make a bowl game.
Okay.
It's the leftover bowl. No one wants to play in the blue-gray.
Okay.
We were on probation. I just wanted to play. I just wanted to play football, so I said yes to the blue-gray. It was actually the W should not have been in that game.
Okay.
But it was there. A couple of us went. And we played. We had fun. Then the East-West was next. So that's the real bowl.
Okay.
So we did that one. I was tired after 2. And the Senior Bowl called and said, come play. And I said, I am too tired.
Okay.
And I said no.
And you should have gone?
My middle brother, who was my agent, becoming my agent, said, I think this might be a mistake. And I said, it'll be fine. And then turns out I wasn't drafted. Had I gone, maybe things would have changed. Yes.
Can I be devil's advocate?
Yes.
Seems like things worked out for you.
I should have gone to the Senior Bowl. I should have said no to the blue-gray.
The universe put you where you're supposed to be. You won the Super Bowl, and
no doubt,
it's pretty good.
The blue-gray had no money. We were practicing in an airplane hangar on cement, in pads. There's oil, screws.
That's when the motion said, you know what? I've changed my mind. I am going home. Super Crosstalk is coming up next.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon.
Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WOW25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WOW25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WOW25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code WOW25.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Happy New Year from Kia of Carson. We're celebrating the new year with deals on all your favorite 2025 Kia models. Just go to KiaofCarson.com and check out our specials on the award-winning Telluride, hybrids, EVs, and plug-ins. The deals don't stop there. You can save on the entire Kia lineup, including our huge inventory of Kia-certified used cars. Kia of Carson has won numerous awards for customer service, so we know how to make the process easy and enjoyable. Hurry into Kia of Carson for the best selection.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Super Crosstalk presented by In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Sounds like that ambulance this morning. See? 4 in the morning. Why do you have the wailer on?
There has to be a legal reason. There has to be.
There was an ambulance at 4 in the morning. There's no one
Really?
else. I'm out for the walk. Ambulance coming down the road, going slower than the speed limit.
Yeah.
Full lights, full wailing.
Well, don't you think you have to do that?
There's no one out
Ambulance?
there. Who are you asking to move? The coyotes weren't even out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you could have crossed the street. What if you had crossed the street?
I could
But
see
when
that
you-
thing and hear it
but
from a
when-
mile out.
Right, but when you see the lights, you're like, I better not cross the street.
I don't have to move over if I'm walking, right?
You should probably get out of the way. I mean,
I was on the sidewalk street.
But
Yeah.
it's like one of those things, right? We all get out of the way because one day it could be us in the ambulance.
That's what
and
I
you
think.
want to be able to have
So
that
I have
thing
a bit
get
of
there.
a legal question.
Yeah.
Shoot.
If you are on a bike,
Okay.
are you allowed to ride really fast across the crosswalk? In
Are
other
you-
words, you're on a bike.
You're supposed to walk it.
And you're following the crosswalk.
Are you going with traffic?
No, you're crossing the street.
So in other words, there's a crosswalk.
Yeah.
Normally people walk across.
Yeah.
This guy comes
it's-
now we know what's going on.
Yeah.
This guy comes flying across the crosswalk.
Do you have a green light, or does this person
I've got a
in my-
red light, and I'm thinking about turning right. On
No,
red.
he can go through there.
He's flying through
No,
the bike.
you're supposed to walk your bike. That's legal.
I'm supposed to stop and
You're
get
supposed
off
to
and
get off your
walk
bike and
across.
walk it across.
Yeah, bikes are. I think you're supposed to follow traffic. Are you,
You
not?
are.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he had a green light going his way.
He had a green light
or
going
the,
his
the
way,
walk
but he
sign.
flew across
Yeah.
the crosswalk.
Did you almost get him?
No, it wasn't that close.
Okay.
But I turned over. I was like, oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see him. He's a guy in a Dodger jersey.
It's our
give him a
people,
break
Mace.
then. Yeah.
Flipped me off as he was going
He's
by.
a Dodger
I'm
fan.
like, what
He's
the-
your new pitcher.
That's what we
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what we
we
do.
just signed
He
him.
just signed him.
It was
it
Kirby,
Kirby Yates?
Kirby Yates. Yep.
He's on his way to cash his $13
My
million
God.
check. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Momo.
Wow.
Momo.
How are you?
Momo.
I'm hoping I don't get towed.
Toad.
Hoping I don't get towed.
Are you that person?
No, downstairs. Like
Yeah?
there's some conference going on, and first I parked, then I was like, oh, I totally just boxed this person. I walked all the, move again. I'm like, am I boxing someone? I might be. I don't know.
I hope I parked in the right spot.
I don't know.
You were here early enough.
Maybe
Yeah.
somebody
Well,
maybe hopefully nobody boxed.
Are
me
you
in.
the I'm just going to leave it here and hope it doesn't get towed person?
No, I mean it looked. Other
like
people
that
were parking
sometimes.
like that, so I just did it, and I'm gonna hope for the best.
Well, look, if you're not the only one, you're probably okay.
Okay.
I just made sure I wasn't boxing. Like I didn't box anyone in.
Yeah, good.
Good.
The person
You're
near me
good.
couldn't
It
leave.
is packed. I don't know what the conference
Something's
is.
going on.
Marriott, I think it's a
Marriott.
Marriott convention.
There's like
It's a
thousands-
hospitality conference
Hospitality.
that is hosted by Marriott.
There you
that
go.
Marriott CEO happens to also be.
Oh,
That's very important.
that's
They're
big time.
everywhere. Yes.
Boy,
Yes.
Emily knows
Nice.
a little bit about everything.
Yeah.
does she not?
I'm a rule follower with traffic and parking.
I know.
and
I was
stuff.
too, and then
And
I
that's
just
why
I
I'm
had no
surprised
choice.
You don't like the Waymo, which follows every law and every rule to a
Scared-
T.
I don't
I'm
like
sure,
it.
I'm sure it does. I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. I'm with you.
It's terrifying.
Here's
Yeah.
here's the
Skynet.
one thing
Have
about
you
it.
ridden in one?
No,
No.
I don't
Here's the
want
one
to do
thing
it.
about it. So much cheaper than Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, but
Is
what
it
if?
really? Like, is it 50? Is it half as much?
I would say, I'd say it's about half as
Half?
much, and you don't tip
Why would it be cheaper?
Yeah, who are you tipping?
because there's no driver. Because they don't.
You don't have to pay the guy.
No,
Oh,
you don't pay the driver. You don't.
Makes
So it's
Waymo
Okay,
doesn't have to
I
hire
think
their
I think
employees.
I would. I want to
That
say
makes
that I
sense.
don't want to do it at all ever, but I also think now I just want to do it just to experience
should.
it.
It's cool.
and I'll do it in a place that I feel safe. Like when you take somebody to learn how they're learning how to
You're gonna
drive.
take it to a big parking lot.
Yeah, like that.
The Santa Anita Mall. Just do laps around.
I'll take
the
a little
mall.
Waymo around just my neighborhood where there's no traffic.
Can you sit in the front seat?
Yes,
You can sit in the
you
front
can
seat.
sit in the front
Okay.
seat if there's three of you, right? It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Not going on the
And
freeway
there
one
is
of
a-
those.
There is a call button where you can call.
See, there
Have
you go.
you ever pressed it?
Never needed it.
Okay.
Yeah, never needed it.
He thought it would get stuck. Like, explain it again.
Oh yeah, you said it got
So,
stuck behind a
so
car.
I was
So you
coming in
can
this
press it.
morning,
Yeah, yeah.
and where there was a car stopped on the freeway in the far left lane, but there wasn't enough shoulder to get the car all the way out of the lane.
Okay.
So it's half in, half out of the
so
diamond
yeah.
lane.
So we're assuming the Waymo will stop.
And so
Yeah.
the traffic's all
The
bunched
Waymo
up.
was not in the diamond lane.
No, this is not a Waymo
Okay,
situation.
got it.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking this is a situation that happened to me this morning.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm coming up to this car, and all of a sudden it's dead in the water. It's just sitting there. So we're doing the zipper
You gotta
thing to
merge.
go around
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
The
yeah.
people in the next lane are letting one in go. Can the Waymo execute
Would the Waymo
that
do that?
And
situation?
let me ask you this: what's smarter, my hard drive or you?
Your hard drive.
Hard drive.
Correct, and that's what you're basically using with it. What you're using.
But that is just in a straight line.
Your hard drive doesn't have eyes.
Your hard drive doesn't have
What's the
this
thing
is a
on the top?
situation I've never prepared for,
Right.
but this is what makes the most sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have never. Now, I will not hesitate to take it on the freeway. I saw one on the freeway this morning.
Did you really?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I saw
wow.
one on the freeway.
How
I'm
often
like,
do you
yeah.
use it?
I've probably used it 8 or 10 times.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
no,
I'll
it's
Uber.
and by the way, it's super cool.
Is it really?
It's like
Okay.
it's like being in the movie Blade Runner.
Yeah, nice. I'm
Oh,
with you.
it's
Yeah, I love
really
that
I
movie.
at least want it to be more like Total Recall, where they have the robot
look,
that
the
turns
guy?
his head around and goes,
Oh, yeah.
Have a nice day.
With the little weird
With the
crazy
weird
eyes.
Yeah, let's Total Recall this thing. What does an
Wow.
abdominal strain mean? Like a month?
Sounds bad to
a
me.
season?
Does it really? How bad? How long?
I mean-
don't know. I don't want to hear this.
Week to be reevaluated.
That's
I'm holding out hope.
When they say we're not even going to know for another week,
I know.
I don't love that.
Look, the Orlando Magic just had Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner have the same injury, and they were each out for like 6 weeks.
That's it.
By the way, there's
Done.
Twitter doctors saying big trouble. And
Big
I'm like,
trouble?
Who are you?
Okay.
You watch the game and then you.
I mean, he was grabbing near his
diagnose-
belly button, like
Yeah, that's bad.
that felt like a hernia, maybe, or something. I don't know. Like,
A
I'm
D-list-
totally, I'm
no,
not
no,
a
it's
doctor.
do not source her. She's not a doctor. and she has no idea.
Are
if
you
there's
not even a
hernia.
Twitter doctor?
I'm not even a Twitter doctor.
Yeah.
But I was just like, he's grabbing his belly button. That doesn't sound good.
Right. No, it's obviously.
Can I
it's-
make a case for maybe just a silver lining of maybe?
Yeah,
I don't
please
know.
do.
There have been multiple occasions where Anthony Davis looked like he was about to die,
True.
and then
Ding.
he's back.
Ding, ding, ding.
And LeBron said last night he wasn't concerned.
See? Okay, I'm listening to him.
So if it were
Okay.
LeBron, I'd be like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
But
true.
if this Anthony Davis frequently looks like, okay, I think he shattered his femurs, and then he's
Yeah.
back in 10 minutes.
Right. It's true.
I don't know if that's what this is, but at least with him,
I've strained
there's
an
a
ab. Have you
precedent.
strained an ab before?
Yes.
Strained an ab before?
Yeah.
It sucks.
Not
It affects
really.
everything you do.
Right.
It really
Breathing,
does suck.
Stuff like breathing.
Everything
Yeah.
you try to
Yeah.
do, it really, I'm not going to go there again. It affects
What?
everything you do in
Oh,
life.
yeah, sure it
Yeah,
does.
the
It
opposite
would.
of eating. It
Yeah,
really
exactly.
affects you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really does.
Well, last
Oh,
night,
yeah.
last night I was in bed last night, and I said I felt this really sharp pain, my right side of my abdomen.
Okay.
Okay. And I thought, okay, this is nothing. It's just going to happen again.
Uh-oh.
Happen a third time. I told Juan I've got appendicitis.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought I had appendicitis.
Appendicitis is painful, but okay, they go and they cut it out. You're getting
Correct. It's not a big deal.
You know what I was?
What?
Kidney stones.
Oh.
No, it's definitely not kidney stones.
That's not
It's
what
in
I
the
was
front.
thinking.
Okay.
It's in the front.
Okay.
So kidney stones normally
Yeah,
in the
do.
back.
Okay,
I don't have
but they
those.
go from the back to the
Right.
So
front.
what was it?
ultimately?
I think
Oh.
in the final analysis,
Gas.
it was gas.
Oh,
Yeah. I one time
Travis, you
had.
beat
I
me
got-
to it, but
sometimes when
Gross.
you think you're dying, like whenever you
Yeah.
think you're dying, it's just gas.
It's just gas.
It is.
I think I'm dying every day then.
Etch
Kidding.
my tombstone because
no
it's
doubt.
it's.
But,
Are you a
yeah.
hypochondriac?
No.
No. Are you?
No.
No,
No.
I overcame appendicitis
and gas.
and gas.
And gas. In one afternoon.
You're right. In one.
There you go.
One trip to the
You-
can.
and here we
Yeah.
are. You've made it through the other
Exactly.
side. The
and here I
journey
am,
of Steve
fighting
Mason.
through. Exactly.
Yeah,
Toughing it out.
You ever
Get
had
a
a
Waymo.
kidney stone?
No, I hear they're terrible.
No, that's the worst.
So
that's pretty bad.
I have not.
Yep.
My wife Susan had one, and she's also had 3 kids, and she says it's not even close.
Oh, to
the kidney stone?
The kidney stone is worse.
Is that right?
Never.
Yes.
You know what they do for people?
That's how much it hurts.
What they do for people with kidney stones is they put them on roller coasters. Have you
Oh,
ever
yeah,
heard this?
I've heard that.
No.
Yeah, because it juggles it around and it breaks out, and then
You can also take like a shower massager and just.
I've heard they can like.
It's like a lithotripsy.
I don't want any part of this.
Yeah, I know. I don't either.
I don't want any part of this.
By the way, the leading cause of kidney stones is iced tea.
I thought it was Diet Coke.
Well, maybe it's that. You think it's Diet Coke?
I've heard Diet Coke too.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
By the way, none of us are doctors, and we're just talking.
Yeah.
Out of our ass.
Don't let that stop you. Supercross.